been to Roll20 as well, so we can get the face cams.
Yeah, sure. I'm heading there right now. Mr. Man is getting set up too. He'll be there. He'll be here in just a second.
Yeah.
We didn't want to like. We were just like in the bed like right up until like 10 minutes ago. We're like, oh shit, we gotta do this.
Oh my god,
Things
I mean, like,
do
what
things.
interrupt? I mean, like, go ahead. It's fine.
Nah, I mean, like, face cam from the bed. That's fine.
Yeah, both of us together. That would make an interesting stream.
Yeah. And we're banned.
Alright, and you got all my new character information, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, Crash is not changing, he's just not a technomancer anymore.
Oh, what?
That was gonna be a surprise.
Yeah, no, I wasn't having any fun playing him, so Crash is a mage now.
There's so many surprises to be had.
I'm really glad that I did not make myself an adept then, because I was gonna be like, oh, we have two non-magic characters and one magic character.
Yeah.
I'll make it adept, make it like balance out. Glad I didn't do that now.
It'd be super awkward if we had a lot of magic
when you
characters
said-
in the campaign where magic is essentially entirely illegal.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but when last week you were building an adept face, I thought you were just gonna go like either physical adept or mystic adept. So you're just like, all right, me going back to a mage, not a...
Correct. Well, I didn't. I'm actually human male, augmented a little bit, but I have a cyber arm and a couple like other things. Otherwise, I'm pretty average. I'm a pretty average guy, you know.
By the way, since I am out of bananas, the girls have, well, allowed me to partake in their Jack Daniels for shots. I was going to get something else after today, but
Huh.
Tell them,
Is my
For
camera
now.
not coming on?
make sure they know that we love them.
I'm sure they are fully aware. But you didn't get them 2 steaks for Valentine's Day, so they can't be entirely sure.
I was getting them 2 steaks.
You're supposed to get them 2 steaks.
When did I say that? Damn. Alcohol. What the fuck?
Just assume that alcohol is to blame. That makes sense, actually. Oh.
I assume you want the actual. Okay. You're still linked to My Hero Lab, right, John?
Yes.
Hey, cool. I will export this as a Hero Lab file because I can do that.
Perfect. Fine. Crash, is your video set up on Roll20? Because I'm not seeing a face cam.
Sent.
Oh, Jesus. Now, where do we download this to? Let's find out.
But
Pornography.
I'm super excited to finally play a face. I'm a little sad that I'm currently hopped up on what do you call it?
The drugs.
I'm hopped up on plant sex drugs. Because it got warm here, and so the plant's like, hey.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I had a kid at school who was throwing his little toy cars into the tree. We're like, hey, we've told you, like, don't do that. You're gonna get stuck up there. If you get stuck up there, we're gonna leave it there, and you're gonna lose your toy. What are you doing? He's like, I wanted to see. Oh, I need to get the green thing out of there. I'm like, what green thing? There's no green thing out there. It's like, no, if you hit the tree, the green stuff comes out. I'm like, that's pollen. Stop it.
No! You're killing
Oh.
Eric. Don't you understand?
I think I have to go help Jamie fix her shit. I'm just gonna make sure my camera works.
I was just having the same issue. Like, it didn't want to come on, and I was like, work camera, god damn it.
You gotta work.
Speaking of which, let's go ahead and. Oops. Bot chat was where that was supposed to go.
Hey, Fred Boat. He's quiet. Is he playing music?
No, he doesn't play music until I tell him to, but I'm going to delete the things that I put in not bot chat because I'm a good moderator. And then I'm going to go into bot chat. And then I'm going to actually tell him to play if I can remember what windows are what. This.
Oh yeah, I have to open up Chummer. Might be smart to have my character actually right in front of me.
It's generally recommended, yes.
Wait, what? There we go. Trevor's being dumb.
How'd that go? Yeah, I assume well, Heartless.
So my tablet was trying to decide between, first of all, my tablet froze apparently 45 minutes ago, because according to the clock on my tablet, it was 6:45.
Nice.
And also, bonus, then it's like, hey, we're like trying to simultaneously connect to your two house networks at the same time, so neither are fucking working.
Well, let's see
Well,
how
there you
long
go.
technical difficulties take. It's okay. We've come to acknowledge that this is part of our stream. Technical difficulties
Yeah.
are our thing. This is a full track of just theme park music from various like roller coaster rides and that sort of thing that just kind of play outside them.
Yeah.
And I
Nice.
the other one was entirely composed of Disney music, so I was like, maybe not, maybe not. Nah, that's
That ain't gonna work, yo.
Yeah, that would
Oh, that
definitely.
magic kingdom by and by.
yeah.
Yeah, that definitely would have gotten us muted.
I mean, this might get us muted
Disney.
too, but
Disney don't fuck around.
yeah.
Good me, holy shit.
Hmm.
Stop being muted, Eric. You're a dick. All right, so
How's it going?
let's go.
Everything working out?
It's fine. I've
We got-
stuff. I've got a character that's built.
Sigma.
By the way, I didn't take any like bonus karma or money from previous runs. I'm just gonna run it as is. I don't care.
That's fine.
No, that's okay. That's up to you.
Sigma,
I
are you
definitely
getting
needed
into Roll20 as
All of
well?
my stuff.
Oh,
by the way-
Adam, did you change characters?
I'm still Crash. I'm playing a mage now as well.
Ah.
You mean instead?
Yeah, instead.
Oh, but
No,
I'm
like-
the edgy mage.
I think she.
No,
that's-
you're still edgy, and I will still make fun of you for being edgy. But like John like self-admitted that he wasn't really throwing a whole lot of Matrix threats or anything.
yeah,
like my way
it's
when I
something
told
I'm
her I
not
wasn't having
terribly.
a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be a mage. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's one of those things I need to better about myself, but at the same time, it would be way more fun if everybody just were on the same page. As long as you're cool with me sucking at this thing that you're not doing anymore, we're good.
But now I'm a
Oh,
chaos
there.
magician.
Gasp! So we got so much going on here. I've got better lighting. We've got several people showing up.
I can't see Jack Diddley and or Squad.
Yep, perfect.
Uh-huh. I'm not even here, guys.
I had to completely reset Roll20 to get anything. It was actually pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
I
Sai.
just had to refresh the page and it started doing its thing.
Good times. So are we all present, accounted for?
Yeah,
Not on
well,
fire?
We were.
Uh-oh.
Eric had to go
Well,
pee.
shit.
His
Look
motion was
out
like.
for Harambe!
Such is my life.
Sean, I assume you still are 99 bananas list.
Yes, but,
Yeah, but
I
you've
don't know
got
if you
Jack.
missed. I don't know if you know Jack. But
I do, because you've had it in your pantry for 8 months.
what's that supposed to mean?
That I know that you have Jack Daniels in your pantry.
Listen, madam, a man's pantry is his own business.
Yeah, but like the girls said I could go in there.
Alright,
Can't just
drive.
you can't just be gazing inside a man's pantry without his permission. That's not okay.
I'm gonna do it anyway, John. Deal with
That's-
it.
It's 2 girls in a man's pantry, and I would
Okay.
argue that you are barely a man.
and also
Oh,
barely,
wow. Oh,
so not nice.
barely represented in the pantry anyway. So
Savage.
There were chips in there.
there were chips in there, but I think they're from the barbecue, and they were like, "We'll get something that John can eat." I don't think I actually got those chips,
That's sad.
which is I appreciate that they think of me, and that's important because I'm really all that matters.
Well, technically speaking, according to you, yes, that is true, because you literally can only prove that you are the only person in existence.
I'm 100%. I'm in 100% of all the conversations I have.
Hey, John.
What's up?
Why are there boats on my screen?
Boats on your screen.
It's from the water mission.
Oh yeah, no. This is. I just figured it would be a nice, nearly monochrome background to use for our cameras.
Terrible. You're the
It-
worst.
That's true. So we're all here.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
Counters 2d4.
All right. Welcome back, guys. Ha ha! Guess he won't be resisting so hard next time, right, Rita? That's right, Chip. In related news, caterpillars in your swamp? Not anymore, they're not. A few weeks ago, there was a fatal incident involving some of the invasive wildlife ruining a private party being held by one of the fraternities. We were able to get a few words from an eyewitness. The screen flashes to a Sergeant Hartman in street clothes giving a sidewalk interview. I seen it! The screen flashes back to the studio. Thank you. Fortunately, our boys in yellow were quick to react. A video appears of several squads of knight errant in their yellow and black heavy armor, flamethrowing everything in sight. Flamethrowing is a gerund, right? That's a thing? Yeah. Well, that's what they're doing. A cadet takes off their mask in front of the camera, and it's an attractive female elf. I'm doing my part. Meanwhile, a death spiral butterfly can be seen in the background on fire mid-flight. Another cadet, this time a human male with perfectly sharply lined stubble, is interviewed. Yeah, usually you see a lot of bugs near bug spirit nests, so we're doing the right thing here by being better safe than sorry. I did a tour in Chicago, so I know how to deal with bugs. The camera returns to the studio, and the news anchor segues into commercial.
Nice, nice.
So,
Got it. Got the reference, John.
They're not fucking invasive.
yes, Styx is very fully aware that these are not actually an invasive species. The death spiral butterfly are native to the region.
Mother, do they even know what invasive fucking means?
It means bad.
No,
Bad.
no. Oh God. Why? Why?
Oh, I
Alright,
didn't get all of the gifts. It wasn't scrolling automatically.
I'm gonna drink this 99 pineapples and scoff at the fact that they think that these
I
butterflies
got
And
are
mixed drinks.
I will-
because
I will-
I only have like 2 shots of Fireball left. I had to make it stretch for the whole stream.
I have Avengers coffee.
I'll go ahead and take my shot as well.
Wee shots.
Oh,
Coffee.
drink them if you got them. Ooh.
See,
Actually,
John,
that's not bad.
You're all over there wincing, and I'm just like, hey, coffee.
It's Jack Daniels. It was. I was actually expecting worse because I've been used to taking shots of banana, so it's okay.
Coffee is also a drug.
Yes, indeed it is.
Yes, caffeine is. But whatever.
Well,
This
caffeine,
music
but
is killing me. I love it.
You like it? This is the best.
Yeah, it's great.
I have Fred Bot muted. I don't know what's going on with that.
So, the news on the Tridio continues to drone over the sizable crowd contained in the bar area of the Wayback Machine. When the crew started coming here on Thursdays, the nights were slow, but in recent days it's become a busier night than the weekends. And you don't think it's entirely due to the weekly Western theme or the discount on soy beer for Ladies' Night. As the frazzled owner comes to Styx's side and crashes table with fresh mugs of their preferred beverages, he gives a worried glance to the crowd, an explanation to why. If you're here looking for work, my friends, you're in more luck than the rest of them.
I turn over to her and go, oh, how is that?
Well, a Pass Johnson was apparently pleased by your work you did for him previously, and asked that I seek you out for this much less arduous task than those you are familiar with. Those of you whom I can contact, that is. It appears that a couple of your crew have gone off the radar. Speaking of which, I had a message from Doc's contact to pass along to you regarding your incident with the plant creatures. The cadets which you guys, plugged on your way back from your last job was showing signs of immunity. He couldn't do much more with it in determining what your
Cut out there
corpse.
for a half a second. Anybody else missed that? It was just
It cut out. Like, we missed part of what he was trying to tell us.
Yeah, the cadet, which you, and he goes into a fake voice, which you kind of recognize to be that of Bugs. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. It's gotten a little bit loud all of a sudden.
It did, yeah.
Well, I can't turn it down for you guys, though.
Oh no, I have it muted.
Oof. It's getting rough. All right, but he says, the cadet, which, and he does a voice that you can tell is the voice of Bugs. Yous guys plugged. On your way back from your last job was showing signs of immunity. He couldn't do much more with the body than determine that particular bit of information. Still,
I thought we got one of them there when he was still alive.
No, he was transforming into one of those things.
Yeah, no, I knew we saved the drunk guy, but I thought we kept knocking out another one. Or maybe I'm crazy.
No. We shot him when he was transforming.
Yeah, the one guy that was super drunk, like, we were gonna, like, do a whole scare thing and do a fun stuff, and then I was like, oh, you're transforming. And shot his brains out.
right.
I just thought we had actually got one of the actual plant things for some strange
Yes,
reason.
we got one of the plant things, but not
Yeah.
the guy who was turning into a plant thing. I blew his brains out all over the truck.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And apparently, Bugs couldn't really determine much from the plant corpse, but he still was keeping it and using it for sciences.
I
But
can't wait for Bugs to be a bug.
what? Bugs is gonna
I
be
can't
a
wait
bug
for
now.
Bugs to be a bug.
It would make sense, but we'll see. Still, good news over bad. You have more work coming for your way that, if you're interested, and a few new friends whom I need to introduce you to. Let's go ahead and introduce who your coworkers will be. I think that would be a better thing than straight up throwing you into a job. He calls over a human? You might have to change your name on Roll20, by the way, Eric.
Yeah, it still shows as Doc.
Yeah. But I'd actually look at your character sheet yet. I just downloaded it. Let's find out.
I'm muted. God damn it. Ugh.
Classic.
Keep, like, sniffling and coughing, and I don't want to interrupt, and I can't do things. Hi, Baka.
Ah,
Oh!
that's who our secret party member is. All right.
I told you they didn't watch the stream, John.
Oh, man.
Mm.
I didn't realize we were getting a new friend.
Yeah. One of the new faces.
I think it's too early to assume that I'm a chummer, pal.
It's never too early to assume. Trust me, Crash assumes things all the time.
Yeah, so human. I gotcha.
Inside just doesn't know any better.
Yeah, as far as you know, John may have hired me as a marshal.
A marshal? Like a fire marshal?
Is your
Sounds
name
like,
Bill?
oh, I'm surprised by this.
Fire
Maybe
Marshal
he's just Bob the
Bill.
Builder.
Did I say marshal? I meant a deputy. That's what I meant.
I'll deputy. Look, I've been drinking. I'm sorry. What are we...
You had like a shot.
He's
I've had 2
he-
shots.
he
and
sloshed.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Is this a drunk campaign? Because I'm gonna stick with water.
Well, you don't have to.
Well,
Yeah. There's never a requirement to drink. It's always just our own fun. But
I'm
I've
drinking coffee.
I've had 2 shots and a pint apparently.
dang,
okay, there you
I've
go.
had a shot and like
Also-
a quarter of a beer.
Also allergy meds. So
Oh yeah, that should be fun. Hey, what I'm taking, I can look up my big book of drugs here if you want me to give you the side effects. Oh, shit.
I'm on pseudoephedrine. I'm on like actual meth.
Oh, like
Actual
like-
factual meth.
like
Oh,
Adderall.
Like
One
behind the,
whole meth.
like behind the
whole
counter pseudoephedrine because
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, don't you dare get anything worse than that. And I'm like, I won't. But anyway, John,
Basically,
the
it's
char-
like, yeah, we're gonna take meth and we're just gonna back it down a little bit and sell it to, actual people.
Actual people.
But John,
Yes.
the character name is Dovin.
Dovin. Dovin, he calls over a human that is very well dressed and has a very trustable face.
Slick blonde hair, like slick back and everything. Fairly short. Has a very generic. Let's say Aryan face. It's a very what you expect from a blonde-haired white guy to look like. Brown. Oh, I don't have eye things, do I? We'll go with brown for now because I don't have augments for that. I don't think. We'll fix that later. He's got an Argentum suit on. It is currently, I don't know, what is the most common color of dress in this building at the moment?
Well, it's Western Knights, so brown.
So it is a brown suit
You could do.
because it can be whatever color I fucking want. And he's got a whiskey in his hand, and he walks over to the table.
Yes. The other one. Let's see. That was Casey. Yes, right over here. This is.
Yeah.
And he calls you down.
Hold on, I'm turning down the music bot.
Yeah. By the way, that's a thing you gotta do. I tried to
Uh,
tried to
I'm gonna
warn
put
you.
it down to 1%.
Not a bad idea.
Let's see if I can actually pull up its description because Chummer kind of glitched on me.
Yeah, we've been having trouble with Chummer all week. So.
Apparently there was a new update and fuck me
Broke
apparently.
everything.
But he.
Okay.
Hennish suddenly mentions, yes, I hope you do better with this group than your last.
Is that directed at Casey or
Yeah.
the other guy?
But it was definitely directed at Casey.
That's funny. All right, so you see what looks like to be a male humanoid comes in with a motorcycle helmet as he takes it off. He's pretty big for a human. He could easily be mistaken with his helmet on either for a large orc or a small troll. With his features, it's kind of hidden behind his bulky armored coats, which you believe is probably modified to survive pretty much anything. And he's got dark brown hair, oddly brown eyes, but what's weird about it is that the back of his eyes are red. Not like they're bloodshot, but just entirely red. And as he's being introduced, he reaches into his jacket to pull out a cigarette, and he starts smoking it. But that's funny, because you don't recall him lighting it. And slung over his shoulder is a baseball bat.
Nailed
And thank you. And also slung in a holster, what looks like a crime boss shotgun.
Hmm.
So at the remark, I hope these guys felt better than the last one. He looks up and down. Smarter than the last group.
I don't know about that, bro. You should definitely not make any assumptions. But it's totally
Listen.
nice to meet you. I'm Crash.
Listen, I can't speak for everyone else.
Then don't.
Cricket.
Cricket.
I added you, by the
Watch
way,
out for the
Baka,
little
to the messenger
Watch out
chat.
for the little one. She's so edgy. She will cut you.
If you'd like to gif with the rest of them, you are more than welcome.
Nice. They'll look
We
around.
give so hard.
I did notice that on the stream.
Yeah.
So I was studying you guys last week. At that last comment about being cut, he'll say, "Wouldn't be the first time."
Won't be the last either, I promise.
On this line of work, chummer.
Well,
Ah, dicks, dildos.
you seem to be getting along as well as I had imagined. Are you are interested in this this job? Yes.
I mean, I kind of want to hear what it is. But yeah, I guess we should meet with the Johnson to do that.
Yes. Well, Mr. Faust will meet you at the Faygrove Resort and Convention Center with further details. That's over at, and he gives you an address that is 6000 West Osceola Parkway.
Oh, Faust, that's not ominous at all.
John,
Uh huh.
I'm going to, as soon as you say Faust, I'm going to, I'll be standing there with, kind of leaning back with my whiskey, and I'm gonna pull, I don't have my comic out, I'm gonna immediately do a major search on the name Faust and see what comes up.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a computers plus intuition.
Right. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 3 hits.
Wow.
Pretty good on 7 dice.
3 hits. You see the name Faust come up in some shadow forums on a gentleman who's been giving a few jobs here and there for political purposes, which is odd in Orlando, considering Horizon has pretty much taken over all of the city and politics is not really a thing.
Okay.
Other than corporate politics, of course.
So he's a corporate politician type thing. Okay. Got it. Okay.
See here, Psy, Styx, and Crash. Sorry,
Yeah.
had to word. If you'd like to give me a memory test, you can.
I can do that. I have 10
well-
dice.
While they're doing that, is there a way I can turn on my webcam for this?
Yeah, go to the cogwheel on the far top right hand side. You should scroll down to game settings. There should be a video input source.
Okay, 4 successes on my memory test.
Select the input source for your camera, and you want to go to the I want to broadcast to others video only. Which is right underneath that. Set
Where
those,
is
and then
memory?
Set those, and then
Should be a
scroll down
top
to
page.
reconnect.
No,
the
she's
Reconnect.
using Shadowrun page.
Oh.
Or,
She's
Yes,
using
I
Hero
Labs.
Labs.
No, I'm using actual paper. Like, I wrote down everything on notebook paper.
Oh.
Yeah. Memory is a combination skill of logic and willpower.
Correct.
So add those two.
Oh.
And unless you got
Oi, can
extra.
you stop fucking biting me?
Tinky. Dang it, Eric.
Jeez, Eric, what did we tell you? Calm down.
Keep your dentures to yourself.
No, like, I was reaching for my dice tray and Sage viciously attacked my hand.
That's your own fault for having hands, honestly.
No, I haven't given her wet food. She's pretty disappointed about this.
That's fair.
I love
Okay.
how I was trying to explain things and I was busy the entire time. Baka,
Yes.
I was trying to say, go to the cogwheel on the right-hand side, and scroll down to the video input source. Make sure that's the camera, and then broadcast to others video only, and then reconnect. It should be
Yeah,
like
it's really weird. I'm clicking the window and it's not showing anything.
Do
that. F5.
yeah,
F5.
just refresh F5.
Sometimes you have to just refresh this bullshit to make it
You
work.
you gotta manual it.
Yeah,
Well-
work it in the right position. You gotta be like, yeah, yeah.
Well, I think everything else, I'm pretty much doing analog.
Yeah, with Chummer 5 being as useful as it has been, I'm not sure
Being
it
a
doesn't
bag
seem
of
to be.
dicks.
Yeah. Was there any other special things we had to do, because it doesn't seem to be working still? We'll figure it out. If we don't get it this stream, we'll get it next stream.
I mean, all the settings are in there in the cogwheel on the right-hand side. Like, other than that, I don't know what else to say. Like, I had to refresh and like hit reconnect a few times before shit it did anything. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
Point being a dick.
Well,
20 being a jerk.
as it does sometimes.
It's fine. So.
Yeah.
So you said there's a job we said? What's going on?
Yes.
I got 5 hits on my memory test.
Oh, 5 hits. Okay, so 4 and 5 hits are enough. You recognize the name Faust. You were given a job from someone using that handle. He gave you a job to retrieve pallets of water for people in the Plastic City.
Ah.
Oh. All right, that guy.
Do I know anything about that job? Like from.
I mean, what you saw about it on TV, probably, or on the.
Well, from my major search, what did I hear in it? Do I know anything about that at all?
You're at least familiar with the jobs that he's had done, but you didn't know for sure who or what did that job. Meanwhile, he's Mr. Patel has given you all the address and forwarded it to your comlinks in case you needed help with that. He drops off some more beers and then gives you your alone time to figure out what you're going to do.
So he gave us the Johnson's name,
An address.
the address to go to,
Mhm.
and then that was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
As he leaves, I like hold up my whiskey glass to him, like, "Thank you, Mr. Patel. Always a pleasure."
Thank you, my friends.
So I just kind of bows at him and goes,
As he leaves and some beers are delivered, I kind of stand up and I'll look at the group and assuming they are attentive, I'll be like, "Well, gentlemen, lady, one lady, right? We have one lady here,
Mhm.
Out of character.
Something like that, yes.
Gentlemen, lady, it's wonderful to begin working with you. My name is Dovin Vess, as it were. I hope that I could be of a benefit to your team, as it were."
what skills do you have?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm very good at, let's say...
Making the
speaking
words go.
as she says, making the words go.
I see.
I, as some people have said in my lifetime, am an eloquent speaker, or, and he looks at Sai, talk good.
I like it when people talk good, as Styx would say.
I get it. You're a face.
Like, yes, he turns to you and is like, yes, that is the colloquial term, I suppose, that we like to use. My job is to make sure that you guys can do your job easier and more efficient.
I just look at you and I say, "Sticks."
I see I have my work cut out.
Yeah, bro, you totally say that. We're not
Wait.
the easiest group of people to work with.
He hears you say that in that accent, and he's like, drink some more whiskey.
Got another one where that's coming from, man. It's on me.
It's like, well then, shall we go ahead and wrap up here and move on to our actual job offer? Where exactly was the address you were given, John?
6,000. Oop. That was. I moved away. 6,000 West Osceola Parkway.
Cool. I pull out my comm link to look it up, and I go like, "Has anybody ever heard of this address before? I don't know if I've been there yet." And I start looking it up in my comm link to see where it is in town.
I don't.
You can. It is southeast of the Horizon Dome, in the area of Horizon World, the theme parks.
Do we have to boat there, or is there a land road?
There is a land road. You can easily take I-4 all the way down and take an exit. Of course, there's tolls, but you're used to that. There's tolls on every road now.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure my lifestyle covers toll. Use that. Well, guess we should probably get going.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I recently have had, I'll go with this. Be like, I'm only recently moved here, and I'm afraid I don't have my own transportation. Does anybody else here have their own transportation we could possibly use?
Truck.
Sai slowly raises his hand and it's like, I have a motorcycle.
I've got a bike if you want to ride bitch, Dovin.
Truck.
While there is a severe respect for motorcycles and whatnot, I don't think riding in the open air like that, where I could easily be scattered across the ground and my face mangled into multiple pieces, is very
Sure,
much
wouldn't
something
want
that
to
I'd
mess up your perfectly coiffed hair.
Yeah, what a travesty.
You give me 15 minutes, I can bring my van around.
Oh, well, that would be wonderful.
Oh, pretty boy can't handle the truck.
He looks at you and he kind of sips on his drink and he's like, "What kind of truck do you have, ma'am?"
What kind of truck do I have?
What's it? I don't know. It's a
I seriously just,
a blue one.
I seriously just imagine just a modded mudding truck, like redneck
Yeah.
style
It
boggy
is.
mudding
It is.
truck.
It's called a Thundercloud Morgan, is what it's called.
That is what I have, sir.
Oh, sweet
Thundercloud,
mother
you say.
mercy.
Well, ma'am, I cannot pass up a chance to ride in such a classic vehicle. And I look you up and down like, is it modified to support the local environment?
Yes.
You could say it is.
Huh, wonderful. Expect nothing less. Very well. Shall we go for a ride?
Oh,
Hi.
yeah.
Pinky's out before you get in the vehicle.
He finishes his whiskey and lays on the table and extends a hand to Styx.
Watch yourself, Dovin. Like I said, the edge is real.
Stick just smirks, kind of offers the stiffest handshake you could humanly do. You think
Does he offering to have you step up from the table and go get in your truck and drive away? Is the point?
Oh no! I just get up and start walking.
Well,
Sai looks over
gentlemen, we shall see you there in the near future.
Sai looks over at Dovin. It's just like, oh good, you've made a friend.
I hope I made many friends tonight, actually. And he bows and if you have your comm links, he sends each one of you a link so you all have his comm number.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got it.
We can all talk to it. And you can exchange. We can exchange it if you want. Whatever. That's it.
Okay.
And he goes ahead and walks off with.
So,
I knew I forgot to buy something.
skill in driving.
Comm link.
Might need to look up the price for coming. I knew I forgot to buy something.
Oops.
Meta links are 200 million. That's it.
It's like we know this information because of reasons.
200 million for a burner phone. You got it.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
Go away. I have 5 of them.
Yeah, when I was.
Yeah.
No, you can go.
No, I was gonna say I was thinking about buying a couple of them because my guy's that guy.
Yeah, just
But
No, I'm totally that
I
guy.
ran out of money.
I have 5 Metal Links and 1 Fairlight Caliban. Like, top and bottom of the list at character gen. Because I'm like,
So-
that's what this guy would do. That's how he runs.
I know, Baka, you did watch our stream previously. Did you need any kind of description of any of the other characters that are playing?
Yeah, I might need some descriptions, and I don't believe I've been introduced to everyone as of yet.
So we've got you met Dovin because he's new.
Hello.
Styx, what do you look like?
I'm about 3 feet 2 inches tall. Very tan, spiky-haired dwarf. Like, her hair would actually probably go down to about, like, you know, her, like, a little past her chin, which is why it's so like, odd that it just stands every which way. Probably wearing plaid pants and just generally looking like she wants to drum her fingers on something. Probably the table.
That's fair. Consistently sassy. Crash, how about you?
Yeah, Crash is normal human size, weight, everything. Surfer dude, bro.
What's he? Is he currently wearing
Hold on,
like?
I'm writing that right down.
Surfer
Surfer dude, bro.
Surfer dude, bro.
You're on the wrong coast, my friend.
Technically.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You're on the wrong coast, brah.
Okay, so apparently Styx is read or repulse. I got it.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, got it. Like, never mind.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm not gonna go
No,
into that.
it's her. It's her.
After 10,000 years, she's free. Sigh.
That's brilliant.
What?
Oh, damn, John.
So, Sigh, what are you wearing?
Oh, what are you wearing? Sai is 6 foot. Actually, wait. Sai is let's see, 6 foot nothing, or actually no, 5'10". Huh? 5'10".
6 foot with your boots on, maybe.
Well, he is a cybered up ninja, so
There
both
you
of his arms are cybered. He has a mask on, like kind of like Snake Eyes, almost like all the way up to his nose bridge, and that usually is where it ends. He can retract it, but he rarely ever does. He is a very stoic person. He has no memory of his time before here in Orlando up until recently. And he doesn't really understand human interaction all that well. So, yeah.
Does he look like at one point he was a human?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He still has, very much like RoboCop-esque, like, look, like where it's just like a lot of them you can tell is cybered, but his chest is still normal, his legs are still normal, but his head and his arms are very much cybered, and you can very much tell.
Okay, so Dovin, did I get his meta type right? I heard human.
Human, yep.
So the only meta we have in the group is the dwarf.
Styx. Yeah, I thought we had more for some reason. I actually believe that Sai was Elven for some reason.
Well, I was
At this
I was
point,
gonna
doesn't
go
matter.
Elven, but because Crash didn't start out Elven, I stayed human.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter what Sai used to be. I think he's looks close to a cyber zombie, if anything.
That's pretty much.
Is that
When you talk to me, sounds like a cyber zombie.
It's like, what's that essence? 1.2. Oh.
Oh, it'll definitely get down that low as we keep
Oh,
going.
So-
I have 2 weapons.
Who's
Oh
taking
my
their
God.
life into their hands?
this
Yeah,
point-
I'm gonna ride my bike.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, I will be driving my truck.
All right, you're doomed.
Hey.
Shit, what's my driving test again?
I would prefer on my bike if that's okay with everyone else.
All right. Well, it's nice knowing you. Really sucks that you spent a whole week up making this character for him to die right
I
now.
know, right?
But
Well, might as well since I can't keep a goddamn thing
working.
working on it. It's like, hey, let's update this Chummer 5, Baka, because the old version, I can't load this thing. Fine, it explodes. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, he sent me his character sheet, and my Charmify was like, I don't understand this stuff. What's going on? And I'm like, what's your version? His version was like 0.03 less than mine.
166.
Yeah,
He has
and
189. I upload it, and then everything's on fire.
so
I had to go through the code just to figure out where I put all my skills and my ability points at, and
yeah,
it lost everything else because it only has the base stuff. I don't have the Grimoire, Street Grimoire on this new version, or Run Faster.
yeah.
So it's
So like we've got to figure out something with that. I've got to see about figuring out how to get that on mine as well because I was having the same issues. But we'll figure that afterwards. I think we're good enough for right now.
but the important thing is all humans except for the dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Represent.
Humans. I'm familiar with those.
So, John, are you telling me with my knowledge on the area that it's not a good idea to go by motorcycle?
No, just Orlando.
Be a
driving
good
the
driver.
truck.
Don't be a bad driver.
Our
Can't-
group in general
can't-
just has problems with piloting groundcraft.
Yeah.
I
Can you car
specialize in-
good?
I
But
specialize in bikes.
anytime you take the I-4, you're going to make a driving test.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Just-
it's I-4.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you drive most places, because
Hang on. You took a specialty in bikes?
Yeah.
I respect that.
It's fair.
I thought about it, but I ran out of skill points, and I didn't want to lose anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
rolling for
anyone who
power
is
test.
going to be driving, make your driving tests.
Oh,
Wait.
boy.
Wait.
2 successes.
Wait.
Wait.
Let me look up.
Wait.
Wait.
We're waiting.
Jamie.
yeah.
As you start driving, I look at you and be like, I must say, this is an incredibly nice vehicle you have here, and the way you handle it is most expertise, and I expect some great things out of this, and I'm like, the way you handle that is I kind of compliment you all on your driving skills and
Kiss ass.
slowly backhandedly kind of point out things you could do a little bit better, and I'm gonna make a leadership test to increase your driving skill.
Wow.
What parts of I-4 are underwater?
None of them actually, because I-4 leads
What
to.
parts are gonna be?
I mean, you can possibly drive. No, actually, the entire path is pretty well away from water. Let me see. Let me double check the map.
Jamie, you get +3 dice and plus 1 to your limit.
That's cool.
Do you,
So at what point I start driving backwards?
Oh,
Wow.
no, that's a real thing.
You actually the only thing you've got to worry about is a bit of time driving over the swamp, which, it's decently submerged, so that counts.
Hey, John, can I get any synergy from my knowledge area of Orlando, of the swamps, by any chance, or just flat out drive?
Unless you're driving in the swamps themselves, the I-4 itself is purposefully put above the swamp. It's not even reachable unless you climb
Alright.
some stone pillars.
So what do I do?
Plastistone.
Hashtag roll, and then my dice.
So if you want to roll dice in Discord, you're gonna want to go into the bot shenanigans and so open bracket, number of dice, close bracket.
In Discord?
Yep. Or you can do it in Roll20.
Yeah. So what's the formula and just roll 20? Just
Roll 20 is just
brackets?
slash roll. Actually, I think there's a thing.
There's a dice roller.
Yeah.
There's a UI component.
Yeah, let me
At
pull that up. So there's in your top left, you're gonna see a list of things like an arrow box thing, and there's gonna be a dice. You click the dice, and you can make the dice.
But then
And I'll
under
just-
advanced roll, you can set your dice and then put the target number to greater than 5, and it'll roll Shadowrun dice.
And John, just so you know, I rolled my driving, my fire groundcraft. I got 1 success. I am using an edge to reroll misses.
Okay, good idea.
All right. I got.
You roll 20.
I got 1 success. I don't know if that's enough.
Okay.
I got 2.
Uh,
I'm just saying 1 success is good enough in Chicago in the snow to drive. So.
yeah. Honestly, you guys are all fine. There's a bit
Oh,
of
I've yet to make my driving test.
there's a bit of a fender bender about halfway
Plus-
through, which you guys managed to scrape by. Literally scrape by. Those if you get 1 hit, you have some paint damage, but it doesn't actually cause any damage to your vehicle.
Oh no! It really ruined my chrome paint job. Jeez.
5 hits.
5 hits.
Oh, the
So-
guess.
Yeah, so in the meantime, Styx ramps the crash.
Hey, shit,
No.
are we playing Pink Mohawk here?
There might be some pink
Yes,
mohawk.
always.
He is. Oh shit.
Her truck has aquatic movement too, so she kind of like goes into the water,
Mhm.
just pass on by.
She rams it into the water, then does sort of like a whale leap out of the water back onto I-4. And you all continue down, surviving the trip to your Johnson. Good job, guys.
Yeah. I love that the Hall of the Mountain King is playing.
Honestly,
For this drive, it's perfect.
honestly, probably would prefer to take back roads with my knowledge checks.
Possible, but not easy, unless you have a water-capable vehicle.
Which I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure if I got, but if I get more Nuyen, I know what I'm spending on the mods now.
Yep.
Let's get a swamp truck,
Yes, that's kind of what we've been building.
which is pretty fitting based on my background.
That's fair. So, the Faygrove Resort. You arrive at is a scenic 55-acre mega hotel located a short drive southeast of all of the major Horizon parks in Orlando. It's outside of the Horizon Dome, but just barely manages to stay above sea level from the flooding the Everglades event caused. The southern edge of the property is hugged by the coast, and a few of the holes of the well-maintained golf course are outlined by flood walls. Valet programs offering their services dot the AR landscape, along with meet space signs for self-parking at a slightly cheaper rate.
John, what do you call this high society type living?
Oh, yeah.
I would like to make
Damn it.
a knowledge roll, please, for high society.
Oh, yeah. Go right ahead.
I
Hold
will-
on, I have to look up a background tree.
Oh, what was that, Baka? I lost all of that.
I might have to look up one of my qualities.
Go for it. Now,
Oh.
okay, it's not about...
Oh,
You don't have to...
shit.
You're not staying there, Baka, so you don't have to worry about
Okay,
that if that's
okay.
what you're worried about.
Okay.
5 hits. Wow. So, the Faygrove Hotel and Convention Center, you know for a fact... What is going on with the music
The
here?
audio is
It's freaking the fuck out.
It's
it's not
pretty
just-
much.
It's not just the audio from the music; it's you and fuck.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
And Eric too.
Here, I'm
Yeah,
gonna...
the audio is fucked.
I'm gonna stop Fred Boat. We'll do without music. It's fine.
Oh, there you go. That's fine.
I think it was messing stuff up. I might.
Well, no, here's the thing: is I didn't have Fred Boat on, and I still was having problems.
That is still Fred Boat is the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
Uh,
have 5 hits on high society living.
So, your knowledge of the Faygrove Resort is from its survival of the Everglades event. It pretty much was kept standing entirely because of Knight Errant being paid a whole lot of money. They're not a like. You dying there, Dovin? He's dying there, Dovin.
Rest in peace.
Sad.
That was so loud I heard it from Jamie's computer. Jamie's.
Behind closed doors.
But you're familiar with this place being incredibly high class, like the sort of place that government officials, celebrities, and business owners would frequent. It's also known for housing conventions because of the convention center. It's pretty busy usually.
I look like I could physically vomit.
They have a pretty sweet they have a pretty sweet ice sculpture carving thing coming up in the near future.
Casey looks visually more nervous as he's walking around and seems to be just looking out over his shoulder more often than usual.
As I look at Styx particularly and the rest of the party, I go like, all right, do you guys and lady have some nicer clothes to dress into?
No.
These are my nice clothes.
I just kind of give a general, air of like confusion, going, "Why should I change my clothes?"
So I feel like Sai would be wearing like Shadowrunner combat clothes at all time.
Yeah.
Crash is probably wearing something like trashy with an armored vest or an armored jacket.
Not trashy. It's just relaxed. I wear comfortable clothes.
Trashy, got it. Styx is a swamp witch, so I got that.
Yeah.
How's Baka looking over here?
Styx looks like she lives in the swamp.
Looks like underneath his armored jacket, he's not wearing much other than a wife beater, a shotgun, and some faded jeans.
So we kind of like roll up into this place, kind of in the parking lot, and we all step out, and I'm like, this should be fun. I turn around and go like, oh, this is not
Yeah.
Yeah, the nicest thing on him is probably his motorcycle helmet.
And my
So-
armored jacket looks something like almost what you would picture like a classic like wizard coat designed to fit a dwarf and like super, tattered.
We had instructions for Johnson here. Like, do they say where here? Just go on in and find him, or do we have any other instructions besides that?
He dictated that he would be waiting for you in the lounge. He actually added that as a note, I'll say.
Wonderful. So before we go in, guys, lady,
Yes.
we have to do something about this. John,
Yes.
closest store.
Styx just looks at you and says, "Nah."
There's a Horizon. There's a tailored suit shop in Horizon Springs nearby.
I go, okay, before we go, we have to make a pit stop. Everyone pile in, let's go. And I get in the truck with Sticks. I'm like, let's head over here, please.
You gotta be fragging kidding me. What's the problem?
But just do you like you said you said it yourself, right? I'm the face, right? I have a knack for these things. Please trust me. Follow me for now.
Are you going to give us some nice new duds, Dovin?
Nice. Sir. Wizard. Well, I mean, this was a Horizon can offer, which is not that good. But anyway, follow me. And I look to like, oh, Madam Six, would you please? I don't think you want me driving your truck, of course. Would you mind if we head on over to this location, please? And I kind of show her on the GPS where to go.
Yeah, I actually drive backwards.
The entire.
To
The
place
entire
or-
way.
You
the place?
But you drive there, right?
Oh yeah.
Call it a win.
Delvin holds on to his seatbelt, but he's watching like the GPS. Like, well, we're getting there. It's fine. We get there
I
to
guess
the.
I'll get back on my motorcycle.
So if everybody follows, we get to the location. I'm just gonna spend. Oh God! All right, I spend 1,000 new yen per character to put them in fancy duds.
Okay.
Not like
Oh,
fancy
God.
duds,
Uh-oh.
but I'm gonna put them in fancy duds. Actually, how much is a decent suit in Shadowrun days? Let's see here.
The that's equivalent to a auctioneer, I believe.
The auctioneer business line, yeah.
Question: is there like a tailor that follows Casey into the booth, or do they
Oh, I'm
just have
sure.
a suit that can fit like the 6'4",
1,500.
bulk as hell guy who looks like he might be rocking a 7 body?
Oh no, there is. If at the Horizon Springs tailors, they have actual meat space tailors who will come in and measure you.
He'll actually chase him off. It's like, no, it's okay. I can put on a damn suit.
No, but we do have to make.
So what I'll do, because they're actually 1,500 a piece.
Okay.
There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 views. That'd be
6,000. Yeah,
Yep.
6.
fuck it. I will buy the 3 male gentlemen here. I'll buy them the auctioneer business suits.
Sweet.
To fit their clothes. That's 1,500 new yen.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's more for gentleman who is a what are you? What size are you? Body 7?
Yeah, body 7, 6'4", like
are you-
250 pounds.
But are you still human?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't actually spend more on that. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Right.
the biggest suit they have basically.
They have a
So,
yeah.
He's
I
just
buy you
big for
guys-
a human.
I buy you all suits and offer them to you. Yeah, you guys get custom fit and everything like that. And they'll make sure you have the right size. Is there any
Yeah.
issue with you 3 gentlemen? Is that okay?
Yeah.
I look over at
I'll
Dove and
take
I'm
it.
just like,
I don't need a tailor. I know how to put on a damn suit. It'll be fine.
so I looks over at Dove and it's like, what's wrong with what I'm wearing?
You don't think we're pretty enough there, chummer.
For where we are going into, it is beneficial for us to dress the part.
I see, like camouflage.
Correct.
This is-
Social camouflage, as it were. That is
this
my
is part of-
expertise, actually. So we can learn from each other. Today, you are learning how to use social camouflage. Hopefully tomorrow, well, maybe not. Hopefully in the future, I will learn to use actual camouflage from you. Hold that
And-
thought. And I turn to Styx.
Oh boy.
If you think for one minute second that you're going to get me in a dress, you may as well go run over yourself with the truck.
Oh, man. I can't drive your truck over myself. That'd be weird. Look, Obviously-
Statistical odds. Listen, I'll do it for you.
look. I see that. I can definitely tell that you are not a dress type lady. I honestly wouldn't even imagine that you want to wear a suit, as it were. So, my offer is this, and I look to spend 500 new yen or more. So where we're at right now is it kind of like a shopping.
Yes, absolutely. It's like an entire like outlet sort of area.
So, what I want to do.
I want a Men in
is-
Black suit with sunglasses.
So as I begin to walk out of the building, she says that, and I turn around and go like, "Well." And I look to the lady or guy who is helping us at this point. I'm sure there's somebody. And you're like, "You heard the lady. We need a suit, black, the tie, for the lady."
Hmm.
And shades. If you skimp on the shades, hell.
It doesn't even phase him. He seems to be completely used to the idea of suiting up ladies as much as men. Well, of course, that's obvious, and honestly, for your attitude, I would have picked a suit personally. So why don't we why don't we go ahead and get you measured up?
Can we go ahead and count that as another one of those business suits?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that was.
Do you want to
Four.
get actual glasses? Like,
Oh yeah.
he does have a number of sunglasses. They are essentially flare compensation glasses. Glasses with flare compensation as one of the chosen additions.
Yeah. I want those.
So, I'm not sure if your new partner is interested in fronting the bill for
I'll
that.
buy the glasses for myself.
Okay. Shit, I don't know how much that's gonna cost. Let me pop open here, labs, real quick.
So anyway, I paid for synergy business suits apparently, right?
Yep.
Was okay. You all have a unmodified Synergist business line suit cut to fit you. You're welcome.
And if
you
my
said
shades are
synergist
not
one?
complete
Yeah,
auctioneer,
Synergist. No.
or is it
Synergist.
auction? Oh, synergist. Okay.
Is it auction?
If my glass,
Auctioneer and Synergist are two different suits.
They're the same price though.
Okay.
We'll do Synergist because fuck it.
Okay.
You all have a Synergist business line suit now.
All right, yeah. Let me fix this then, because I already put it on my stuff. I'm gonna put the other one on there.
So yeah, Casey puts on his suit, looks a little tight on him, and he kind of looks like a redneck that you put into a nice two-piece suit.
Good enough for me.
But at
It's a
least he's
start.
clean shaven.
It's a start.
and if anyone tries to smush Styx's hair down, ooh, no. But don't touch the dew.
Oh,
The dew stays.
Chummer doesn't give me synergist as an option.
That's weird.
Looks like 350 for the cost of the glasses.
Really, I put it in my composition notebook just fine.
Yeah, just make a note of it somewhere so you know you have it. We
Yeah.
can
Okay.
modify it later. I like the that one because it's good. It has a slightly higher modification value, so
Gotcha.
Probably could just put a suit in there and just say fancy ass fucking suit.
I could, yeah.
And it's free anyway, so who cares what it costs?
True.
So I
Very
buy
true.
everyone's suits, and I'm now poor for.
Yes, the attendant says, "Thank you. I hope I can suit you up again."
Suit yourself.
Nothing. I like on the way out. I'm like, nothing suits them like a suit.
You're gonna ask for a bigger take, aren't you? Well played, sir. Well played.
So I will. On that note, once everyone's suited up and all that, we will head on over to the location to go meet our Johnson.
Yep.
That's okay with everybody else.
And I'm restrapping the shotgun
As
and the
you do.
baseball bat.
As you do.
Before we walk out, I turn around to you and be like, could you possibly put the shot? What kind of shotgun is it? Like a?
It's called a crime boss. I don't have a actual description, but it has a barrel on it.
You don't have to tell me I know what crime boss is.
Okay.
So you put those on, like, so I don't think they'll let you in with that.
You think they're gonna stop me?
Yeah, I do.
John Z, do I see any signs that say weapons strictly prohibited anywhere?
What is the? Is it restricted?
Yes.
Yes.
It is restricted. It is
Okay.
Not, I do not.
It's not
have
forbidden.
anything-
It's what I'm
the only
saying.
thing
Sorry.
I have forbidden is all these fake licenses that have other people's names on them.
In terms of weaponry, as long as you are projecting a valid sin or a good enough fake sin that has licenses for them, they won't do anything about it. Probably.
So, probably. I will broadcast my fake sin and my weapons license and my monster hunting license if anyone wants to look at my broadcast.
Dobin, of course, does, and he's like, oh, all right.
If anyone's interested, the name on all these licenses is Dustin Ash.
Dustin Ash. That sounds like a name. You guys then drive on back. I'm not going to make you make another driving test.
Well, thank you.
I hope the wreck is clear by now.
I mean,
John.
that one.
John,
Yes.
I have a concealed holster in a concealable suit using a street line special, so I'm hiding my gun.
Okay.
If you want me to, I can roll. But that's.
Are there
I think
licenses on that gun?
I have no license on that gun.
Okay.
Oh.
Noted. Anyone else who's bringing in weaponry without licenses?
Do I need a license for
bad
my baseball
self.
bat? My bad.
I am my own weapon.
Negative.
But no, I'll leave like according to Dovin, my shitty clothes in the motorcycle, and my gun. I'm taking my foci with me though.
Okay.
I'll ask if I can put my armor in the van.
Okay.
Do I have permission? Do I have access to the van?
The van being,
You're a van,
I think
right?
a Styx van.
don't you have a van?
That's just a truck.
You have a
I brought my motorcycle.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Six's van.
yeah,
Truck.
I don't think she'll
You-
mind. No, she's back now.
Do not call it a van ever again. And then
I'm
she tells
sorry.
you to go ahead.
I'll put it in the truck. I would have known better. And I'll make the rolls on it if I have to.
Okay.
Oh no! She doesn't care that bad. She's just like most of it for her is superficial edge. Most of it.
All right. But I just forgot it was a truck, and given my character's background, he could tell the difference between a truck and a van.
So you all drive on back. You see a few.
Hey, John.
What's up?
I'm going to be bringing my shuriken, my throwing knives, and my Ares Predator 5 is going to be hidden in my cyber arm. I'm not
Okay.
going to bring my katana with me, but I'm also going to bring my monofilament whip. which
Do
will be
any of
hidden
those
underneath my,
have licenses on a
this
fake enough
vest.
sin? Did you copy that? Licenses on a fake sin on that?
I don't think I actually added that when
I'm
I created
like, I'm gonna assume at this point, for simplicity's sake, for things that small, you probably at least gave yourself an arms license, which will cover it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Oh shit. Okay, so I have a license for the gun,
Uh-huh.
but not the bullets.
It's fine. Don't worry about that. It's I'm gonna call that arms. It's
Yeah.
all one in license.
I think that's really dumb.
You should
Yeah.
never have to have a license for the bullets. That's just really stupid.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That
Like,
the
if
bullets had a
somebody-
restriction on it. It's like, wait, do I need a separate license?
No.
I mean, if you've got like a case of them, that's a thing.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
You buy a case
There
of
is a
bullets.
gun.
It's restricted.
If someone's like taking your gun out of your pocket and unloading the bullets, look at them and they're like that, you're beyond fucked anyway. So.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, I see you have a license for the gun, but not the bullets, and they start shooting. It's like, oh no!
Yeah. No, if a cop came up to me and said, like, I see you have a license for that firearm right there. May I see ammunition? I'm like, sure. Bam. That would
One
be
at
what I
a
say to him.
time. One at a time.
One at a time. That's oof. That's and we're banned. All right. So
Wait, what?
No.
Oh, because we're shit cops.
yeah, that's the one. All right. So, anyways, as you are driving back, you can spy a few dwarves playing the ninth hole. Unfortunately, one seems to have just gotten their ball in the water hazard, which is the coast. But
Oh, you're talking about
I-
golf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Styx would probably make some sort of joke about like, well, no point if it isn't wet.
oh. And 2, 3, 4. Once inside the foyer, it's easy to spot Mr. Faust in his southern plantation owner chic that matches his charm.
Ugh.
He comfortably sips a mimosa at a table with two others. Jovial.
Sure, it's not a mint julep.
No, we are not.
No, because it's
In
brunch.
Kentucky.
Ah, good point.
Yeah,
no,
mint
it's a
juleps
mimosa.
afternoon.
A jovial but awkward middle-aged human man in obvious tourist floral, an elven woman, presumably the same age, harder to tell with elves, wearing a bit more stand-outish and revealing costume of the clown princess Jesta, a villain from the Carl the Combat Mage Trio show.
Huh.
They're having obviously a grand old time, having a few mimosas and some bacon and eggs, soy
On
bacon
that
and
note,
soy
cheers!
eggs. Oh shit! It's about that time, huh?
It is.
And if it's brunch, there should be some cantaloupe involved. I hear that's a rule.
I mean, there's probably cantaloupe. They don't
Yeah.
seem to have.
And honeydew.
Avocado
Never get honey.
toast.
Oh
Well,
no.
I cantaloupe, but oh, honeydew. What?
You can't elope in the South. There's shotgun weddings.
Oh.
Well, I brought the shotgun, so where's the wedding?
Well, this is high society. You know, there's one every other day.
Spoilers.
So we have identified the Johnson, correct?
Yes.
Honey, I can't hear you with my headphones on.
Sorry, I will. We. That was a joke. I'm gonna go ahead and head on, I kind of nod to all of you, and I will begin walking towards Johnson very authoritatively. You said he looks very southern. Yeah.
This is a dark-skinned. Obviously, he's got the sort of clothing that makes him look like he's trying to be a southern plantation owner, and he is obviously very, very KFC.
I was gonna say, so he looks
Oh, it's
like
Colonel Sanders. Yeah.
I
Okay.
say,
with
I
the
say,
tan.
I do believe,
declare.
I do declare that we
Flowers
have
of Wilton.
our guests have arrived. Is this the group that I was expecting? Yes.
Yes.
A few.
I
of
don't know
you.
if we're the group you're expecting, bro, but we're the group you got.
I actually look at Crash and nod in respect.
And the Johnson kind of glances past Dovin at the two that are talking. Oh yeah, I definitely worked with you all before, but you?
Dovin does not break eye contact at that notion, and he extends his hand out. He's like, "Yes, sir. Name is Dovin. Dovin Vest. Nice to meet you."
Well, if our mutual friend Mr. Patel thinks you are capable, then I assume that you have some qualifications.
Of course, sir. Of course. What? Nothing less for the best here for you.
Good. So, you're here for work, I understand. We have...
Absolutely, sir. I believe you know our associates here, Mr. Crash, Mrs. Sai, Miss Styx, and a new friend here, which I forgot his name because it's not in my screen. Casey.
Casey. By the way, Baka, you can actually change the name that shows up in Roll20 in the gear icon.
Yeah. I thought of it as soon as you said it.
Yeah, as soon as I said the words just now.
Yes.
Perfect.
I kind of motion over to this tall gentleman over here is Mr. Casey. As you can tell, he's a bit of the muscle of the group.
He'll just kind of nod at that.
I don't know what they're talking about.
He'll just nod, seeming still very nervous, and especially with the presence of an elf.
There is definitely an elf. Did we already take our shots? Because I just poured mine.
I still have
Pepsi
mine.
Max. I took my Pepsi Max shot.
I'm just gonna...
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, sorry, boys. The alcohol doesn't mix too well with my meds these
That's
days.
these things that happen.
Totally fine.
Okay, I
Yeah,
stopped drinking.
I'll be fine. My liver will give me the middle finger in a couple of years.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend.
No.
Well, in that case, I would like to introduce you to my friends here from out of town. This is a Mr. Eric. Eric, and Alex? Yes, that's your name, yeah? And she kind of nods that he didn't remember her name. She doesn't...
Wow. Classy.
Yeah.
Well, when you're rich enough, you don't have to pay attention to people's
Well-
names.
Apparently not.
The damn truth.
But it'd still be nice to remember him long enough to bang him. Or, sorry, jam them.
Damn.
Whatever you're into, guys.
That's-
They're jamming the satellites. All right.
Be right back. Y'all continue. but
Good
be
luck.
right
Have
back.
fun. She is very clearly not particularly pleased about that fact, but so my friends here were looking to have a good time later on in the week. I wanted to make certain that they were well protected. And Miss Eric pipes in. Hi, chummers. I actually, it's not for us. We already have a bodyguard detail for myself and my girlfriend here. It's actually for our kids. We wanted to make, I wanted to make a separate group for them, and the lady pops in. You know, we would save a lot more money, dear, if we just had one family vacation. And no, it's fine. The kids will want to do different things than us, and it would be nice to have some alone time, you and me, right? Okay. Yeah, so, I need some people who can go into the park and keep an eye on my kids. They're a couple of troublemakers. But they're good kids. They're real easy to take care of, I promise.
Oh, they'll be perfect angels the entire time. I'm sure.
It'll be a real milk run.
Right after he says, "Take care of him," Sai just kind of like pops a shuriken out of his sleeve and is just like, "Take care of them."
Like, oh no! Damn. He pulls the shuriken out and just talking like Dovin like doesn't even turn away, and he kind of puts his hand out and just grabs his hand.
Casey's gonna audibly just groan in disgust at the mention of the word milk run.
Mm-hmm.
Dovin gives no outward response to any of the comments. He's kind of like keeps like nodding and listening and that kind of. The one motion aside, like, let's not do that. That's not...
It's alright, guys. It's alright, guys. I totally got this. I can use mob mind right the entire time. They'll be perfectly fine.
So Dovin kind of steps in and goes like, "So you for us to keep an eye on your kids, basically, in this in the theme park, as it were."
Yeah, and we're gonna be in the theme park with you guys. We'll just be doing our own thing.
Each other. Sorry.
I assume by you say your own thing, you mean you'll be doing something far away from your kids, right?
Yeah. He starts to say preferably, and Alex actually looks at him.
Good.
Excuse me.
Look, I understand completely. This is a vacation for not only for you to get away from life's troubles, but maybe like some troubles as well. Particularly your children here. I understand. And honestly, I have a feeling that as when it comes to most kids, that they probably could use some time away from their family and from their responsibilities. You're looking for them to have some fun. It's a good time. It's a good place for them to go to. And from the people that I have met tonight and learned to respect, it seems like if you're looking for your children to have some fun in the park, that these might not be the worst choices to choose. They seem to be an interesting group, as it were, but also a very protective and resourceful party, as it were.
Mhm.
Yes?
You're a real whiz chummer on that. And I think you got the basic.
He holds up a whiskey glass. You're not even sure when the whiskey glass appeared. The bartender or something walked over and like just handed him a whiskey glass. He's like, "Thank you," and just he just
Yeah.
puts it down.
Rum and Coke. It needs to be a rum and Coke, so it can be Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, okay. You're right. That's fair enough. In this area, yeah, it'd be
I think you got the dosh on it. We'll pay you good for your troubles too. We don't want you. I know how you shadow types are, needing to make the money.
Oh, of course. I mean, like that is the job. So what are you looking to pay?
Let's see, 10K New Yen for each of you, of course.
10K New Yen is not good. Is a very good offer for security and peace of mind, that kind of thing. But sounds to me like you're looking for more just security, aren't you? You would like for these children to be entertained, to maybe forget about you for the night, not think about it, not have to worry about it, maybe to have a good time. I feel like with this crew we could offer such a thing. A good, happy, fun time in the park. But I feel like 10K just for protection, I mean, like, they're gonna get bored, they're gonna get whiny, by the time it's over, they're gonna hate you even. Right?
Damn.
Look, I'm not making judgments. I'm just
saying you're correct.
Perhaps we could talk a bit more about this. I'm gonna try to negotiate.
Go for it.
I'm not assisting. I don't think you want my assistance.
With all of your bespoken suits, he seems to think very well of you. Gain a +2 bonus to your negotiation rolls.
Hell yeah!
Because you talk good.
And I of course will use an edge on this because it's my job.
Because money's involved.
Yeah.
You done used the
The
word
search for
good,
more money.
You're pretty good at using them mouth words, son. I keep going. Make those words sound real pretty. Sure, man.
Ding 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 ding
Did I go too
ding.
far? I always take it too far.
No, that's not. Oops, I fucked up.
Baka, here there is no such thing as too far.
Oh, I am home. I am fucking home.
I hope you have more dice than that, John.
No, I fucked up. All right, we're good. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
wow.
You hoped, and that's what you get for hoping. Honestly, you should never hope. I would recommend not hoping. So I got, what'd you get?
10.
Jesus.
Really?
Wow.
You did?
Pre-edge I rolled 20 dice.
Holy dongs. All right.
That's
So
a lot of dice.
Yeah, you this time, John.
this is what happens when you have an actual facing face. 5 net. So he says, well, I guess you're right, and I am not asking for a simple babysitting job. Well, I guess I could tack on a little extra million to help your bills, and also I'm not immediately going to be going tomorrow. I'll give you a few extra days to prepare yourself. I'll be leaving next Saturday to go on our vacation. And 12,500 is now your pay date.
That sounds reasonable. I think we can all agree with that. Gentlemen, lady, I believe that's an okay amount. And I turn to all of you and, like, give you the wink of, like, say yes.
Oh, yeah. We'll totally watch your little Rugrats. We'll spawn.
Side just bows and goes, yes.
Mr. Casey is just going to nod.
Mm.
Not saying a word, looks like he's physically in pain. Like everything here just hurts.
A gentleman in a suit with a silver platter approaches you approaches Casey with a goblet. Sir, did you want something to ease the tension?
What do you got?
Oh, it's a Pinot Grigio from Italy. It's actually pre-awakening.
Yeah.
Oh man, I totally love a good Pinot Grigio.
Does it have alcohol in it?
Yes.
Dobin like
I'll take it.
Dobin stares to Johnson and is in this whole conversation, and he hears that, and he physically goes.
I'll take it. It's just drink it back, like not holding it like it's a fucking wine glass. Grabs it like a can of beer. Just tries drinking it.
Beautiful. Such class and grace. All right. So
But hey, at least he looks good.
uh,
Well, acting
the-
like a horse's ass.
Eric looks at you. Well, yes, I'm glad everything is in order, Chummer. And I hope to see you. We'll be meeting you in the parking lot the day of.
Don't hope. We will meet you there, and we get the date and the location, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
They
How far away is that from this current time? I wasn't. I didn't
9
figure out.
days.
But he said next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yeah,
Today is
that-
Thursday, by the way.
Fair enough. I guess that makes sense. Next Saturday means farther than that. Okay. Like, well, we will meet you then.
Yep.
I actually, before we leave, I actually so it's him and his wife, you said, right?
Yep. Him and his girlfriend, actually.
His girlfriend. I go, and his name was Mr.
Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, his name.
Correct. Technically, you're right. I hate to see that goes.
You actually
You
are
we can-
he and Alex get up and leave, leaving you with Mr. Faust, and he says, for the good of the people, I do hope you do well on him, make a good impression. It would benefit us in the long run. Mr. Dreyfus has a lot of influence, I do believe.
Do we? Oh, okay. Mr. Dreyfus, you say?
Oh, yes, Eric, as he said.
Computer search.
And
Matrix search.
he
See if he's a
No.
registered sex offender.
I mean, I know that name already, which is this is the thing that I know. But I'm going to go ahead and do a computer.
Go
search.
ahead and make your computer search. I gotta pee.
I hope it hurts, John.
In case Adam or Sigma haven't caught on yet, Eric Dreyfus.
Yep. I already got. Yep.
Running a blank.
It's the convention special for April Fools we did like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I
His
remember
kids, the Dreyfuses, his kids who are technomancers.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
Actually, that April Fool's game was
Oh,
quite
Okay,
hilarious.
that's fine. Woo. That was
Wait,
real
wait.
fucking close, guys. That was
So-
real close. 3 1s on 7 dice. Not good, guys. It's
So
real
is there-
scary.
That was almost a glitch, Chummer.
I almost hit the negative quality. It says that I glitch on die. Glad I didn't take it today. That would've been bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah?
One of the my mentor spirit is the mentor spirit of chaos.
Yeah.
I don't know if you looked at that one before, but it
Oh,
might.
I forgot what it does, but I've seen it.
Yeah. My disadvantage is I'm an inveterate gossip trying to stir up trouble, especially with my friends, and thus cannot keep damaging secrets to myself. And anytime I encounter a public situation deemed too quiet or stable, DM's discretion. I have to make a willpower and intuition test to mean that to stop me from. If I fail, I'm compelled to stir the pot in any way I desire by attacking, telling lies, or throwing a drink at somebody nearby.
God,
You're gonna make me do a lot of will tests.
Ugh.
Crash.
Adam, I really thought that making a faces group was gonna be kind of boring, and I really appreciate You make sure that it will not be.
Oh
John,
no.
John, you were away. I forgot to bring it up because I don't know if you saw it or not. My Chaos Mentor Spirit
Sure.
says that whenever a public situation is deemed too quiet or stable, I have to make a willpower plus
Oh
intuition
no.
test.
I should have thought
And
about that.
If I fail, I'm compelled to stir the pot.
John,
Okay.
did
That's
you see?
for your future
The
reference.
same with Berserk, right?
Similar. All those kind of things, you know.
I think Berserk Spirit, it's like if you feel insulted, then you have
Okay.
to make a
Yeah,
will
Berserk-
test, not to punch
Berserk
him in the
Berserk.
face.
Gotcha.
So
John, I got
speaking of
two
negative
hits.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Good.
Sorry. 2 hits on a computer search about Dreyfus Eric, or as I know him, Eric Dreyfus.
Eric. You do actually get his full name when you Google him with his picture. You see that he is a businessman, apparently in charge of a law firm, and also sits on a board of directors for the Indawakabas Convention Center. City council. He's a city council member for another region.
Yep. Gotcha. Info on his kids at all? Family?
They are National Sin registered. They are listed as children of one Eric V. Dreyfus, single parent.
Other than their suck-up rich kids.
No names?
Let's see. That is Aaron and Aaron.
Aaron, E-R-I-N, and Aaron, A-A-R-O-N.
That's not confusing at all.
Now you fucked it.
Well,
Hey,
Ron
Ron.
got fucked today, Ron.
so, John, since we were talking about negative qualities, did you get a chance to look at mine yet?
I have, but I've forgotten if you were trying to make reference to anything in particular.
No, just want you to know, just so I don't feel cheated with all this extra karma I have and all these really bad, awful qualities I took to get them.
You did.
Yeah.
I made note of them. I just don't remember at the moment if anything is prescient.
Do you want me to resend it, or are you good?
You sent me after you had edited it, right? Like after you got it set up for the new version?
I didn't change the negative qualities, just a couple of the positive ones. And I changed out my weapon, that's it. When I realized the shotgun I chose only has 2 fucking slugs in it.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, that's so good.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's something that I keep track of, but don't keep track of. So
Okay.
it's
Then if I slide, I'll slide.
yeah, you'll slide by. So you could take it as a blessing.
But to be warned, there might be times I might want to punch someone in the face. Crash.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's perfectly reasonable to do. Wanting to punch your cohorts in the face is a thing.
Mostly
That happens
crash.
sometimes.
Just crash.
That's totally fine.
I think
I bring it upon myself. I'm totally used to it.
Oh, you're so chill. I like punch in the face. You're like, alright, man. It's cool.
I expected
I'm
as
totally
much.
picking up what you're throwing down.
What was that?
So,
Yes.
That's chill. Alright,
Upon-
get out of here now.
upon joining this team, being hired for this job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have asked to get any information about the party, what they are capable of beforehand. Was there anything that the fixer would have been able to tell me about what everyone here is capable of doing and that kind of stuff in general? Like, that guy's a finger waggler, that guy's a slicey dicey, that guy's a talker, that kind of thing.
As opposed to just asking us.
No, I get the information first, and then I'll ask later.
Fair,
As far as you are concerned, their major accomplishments are that they are brute muscle and silent killers.
Wonderful. Excellent. Okay. So we all leave the establishment.
But they
We
have a good,
The
but they have a good
fun
heart to
has
them.
arrived.
Oh, we're leaving.
Trouble
We're
now.
leaving
So-
this place.
We leave the establishment, and I will we'll all meet around the truck, van, bike area where we're all parked.
Well, first I'm
Right.
taking off this tie that's
I was
choking.
sick. I'm gonna change back into my nice clothes.
Yeah, as you guys like start stripping down and put on your regular clothes, I'm like, do your suit? Can you? If you tell you what, I'll just take. Oh, just hand. If you don't want to heat them, I'll hold on to them for. So anybody who's like really upset with their clothes, I will hold on to them and like save them for a rainy day, basically.
Oh,
I basically stare you down. I'm like, I'm keeping it.
Oh, good, wonderful. That's
tell
You're
you
gonna
what, if you want
ruin
it
it,
back, let me wash it first, cause
no, I don't want it
it
back.
was-
I would like for you to keep it in case we need it again. But if you don't want to keep it, then I will hold it.
Oh
for
no,
you.
I'm keeping
I-
it.
I'll keep mine, Dovin. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's
I'll even throw in an extra 1,000.
No,
to
no,
offset.
no. You
Are you
that's-
sure?
Yeah, sir. and I kind of like stand there with like looking at my clothes, and I have this Argentum coat. It's really tricked out and really shiny as shit. I'm like, do I look like a man who needs 1,000 new yen extra? Please, keep that for yourself. I assure you, I will accumulate more in the near future.
Yeah, we keep doing jobs for rich, rich honeymooners with.
So what are we
granny
doing
truck.
anyways?
We're
You say-
babysitting some.
You say
some
rich.
king.
You say rich at the notion of 12,000 new yen. I go rich. Oh well, I mean, this gentleman is well off enough, but rich. Hang
He's
out with us.
also
Hang out with me long enough,
desperate-
gentlemen.
He's also desperate enough to hire Shadowrunners to watch his bratty little kid, so that something doesn't smell right. Especially when he calls it a milk run.
Oh no! Please understand. This man, is definitely someone who looked up the best way to protect his family and hit some sort of link or something that said, you want to protect your kids, hire a competent Shadowrunner group and they will make sure they are safe and sound, right? He's an idiot, but he's not wrong. I know for a fact that you lot can keep those children safe from harm, correct?
I'll bind him if I have to.
I'm okay with it. In the end of the day, we get to go hang out in a theme park. One of the biggest theme parks, the biggest theme park in the entire UCAS. We're still in UCAS, right?
You are in the UCAS, but you are technically not considered. You are considered entirely extraterritorial. You are Horizon.
Right. But for general purposes of location, I say like the biggest theme park in the UCAS area. I mean, it's Horizon, but it's this theme park in the UCAS area. So we get to go hang out in the park, guys. Have a
I'm
good
totally
time,
down.
watch some kids. I mean, like, what could possibly go wrong here?
Don't
Oh,
say
why?
it.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
There,
I shouldn't
there are
say.
two things you never say about a run.
Oh.
First is what you just said, and the second is a milk run.
Oh, but
Now we're two
I
for
was.
two.
What if I want to go buy the milk later?
It's good for bones.
You guys, don't be a superstitious Sally.
I would not be superstitious.
Sarah,
The
superstitious.
last
Don't be a superstitious Sarah. This will
last-
be just fine.
Listen,
Couple kids, an empty theme park. We get to go ahead and
Narrate-
keep an eye on 'em.
so
narrator in the background.
But
is
it
not
wasn't.
fine.
it was not fun. Let me tell you something about milk runs. The last run of my last group was a milk run, and
Was it
now
now?
all those runners are dead.
Are they now?
Yes,
Well,
as far as I'm aware.
I mean, I thought I took care of all of them, but we'll find out
Are
later.
they actually dead, bro, or are they just dead to you?
I'm pretty sure they were dead. They took a lot of sniper fire, and a lot of their skulls were split open. Pretty sure
Ah.
they're dead.
Dovin kind of walks up to you, goes like, "Oh man, I'm really sorry. So they all died?"
They were dreckheads anyway.
Oh.
And he takes another puff of his cigarette.
He looks you in the eye and says, that's that sucks, but it's better than what happened to my last group. He turns away and walks off to the truck and gets in the truck and waits for Sticks
With like
to drive
sad violin music as he walks away.
If I had like an agent, I would absolutely tell the agent to play that. But no, I
It's
don't.
like
You
okay,
could
Google,
technically
play sad violin.
semicolon play for what's his name, but no,
Specifically, I will absolutely try to do a test to like convince everybody that is a super sad moment if I have to. But
no, I'm not gonna make die rolls between
do
players.
you want me to roll those dice?
Oh, but I totally want to think it's bullshit. I need to think it's bullshit.
So, what's your con?
Do I need to make a roll to have an opinion on something?
I'm not going to make a roll for that particular, but you all are very much hear the words that he said.
Yes. And yeah, if we're departing, Casey's gonna take his stuff, and he doesn't change out of the tux. He will ride home on the tux on his motorcycle.
Right.
Wherever
So we have-
home is.
We have 9 days. You said.
Yes, 9 days. Casey, in terms of home, you could probably find locations in the Plastic City or anywhere in the swamp, really,
John,
considering
I
your squatting.
believe you are painfully aware of my character's lifestyle.
Yes, that's why I said anywhere in the swamp.
Yeah.
And John, as we're leaving, is it possible for Sai to do an acrobatics jump up into the air, declothe himself, hold it easily, and then get back on the bike?
It is entirely theoretically possible based on his cyberware content. I'm still going to make you roll
Acrobatics
acrobatics, yeah.
or gymnastics?
Gymnastics is the Shadowrun. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Acrobatics
Gym-
is
Oh, I thought it was pronounced gymnastics. I'm sorry.
gymnastics. No, gynecologist is what you're thinking of.
Yes. Wait. No. I've heard it both ways.
Hey, whatever you're into, I don't judge.
Just going to a gymnasium.
4 successes.
Thank you, dear. I love you.
So, with great flair and fervor, Sai's suit is removed in one piece. With 3 ones. I'm actually kind of impressed that you almost glitched there. But yes, you are. Your suit is now off. I'm going to assume with 4 successes, you managed to keep it off the ground as well.
I keep forgetting this is a pink mohawk game.
It's a little pink mohawk.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is totally serious.
You sound very sarcastic.
I've come to determine she's basically Daria.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That actually was very weird.
Like, personality of Daria, like, yeah, exactly.
I think you just killed Baka.
You might have killed her. Finally, I've been trying.
With just the hatred of humans of Rita Repulsa.
Yeah.
Like,
Some-
hatred of humans.
Some Daria
Daria.
Rita amalgam.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she is.
You're Dorita.
So, you have 9.
I'll make a fake
Dorito?
sim with that name.
You have 9 days for any amount of prep work you need to make. You know that you're going to be going into the belly of the beast.
Ooh.
Several of you may find yourselves concerned more than others. Specifically,
Wonder why.
because there will be checkpoints.
Of course there will be.
Specifically
lived my
looking
life-
for anyone of magically originated.
Which
That.
now we have more of.
It's
That's all right.
a good.
I took masking when I initiated.
For basic knowledge, you all know that the Orlando area, it is legal to have any form of magic.
Oh, that's funny.
100% restricted. There is no license that's going to cover that. So you're familiar with the fact that Horizon owning the entirety of Horizon World, they're probably not going to take too kindly to you just walking through the front door.
That's really unfortunate for them.
That is unfortunate. Lol.
So, John,
Yes,
I'm going to make a phone call.
certainly.
Actually, I want to do that. What is the price of a 1-day pass for the park?
1-day pass of the park. Let's see here. That
Oh, Eric, I just realized you have the kitty.
is
There he is.
She.
There it is.
there. They are. 150 New Yen.
Oh, it's gone up, in the last 50 years.
It has.
I offer to buy everybody a ticket.
I'll buy my own
hey, John.
cupcake.
Yes.
Hey, John.
Mm-hmm.
I have high lifestyle. Will that cover ticket prices, actually?
Yes.
Cool. I use high lifestyle to cover ticket prices, and I go like, hey, shall we go scouting? Wants to go with?
About that. John, do I know about the checkpoints at Totally Not Disney World?
Totally not Disney. You mean Horizon World, sir?
Horizon World, yes.
Well, here's the thing.
yeah.
It's more specifically for magic users, not so much for you.
He's a magic user.
Ooh.
What? Huh? What?
And the plot thickens.
Yup. It's because no one asked Casey what he does.
Oh,
Casey-
I knew he was a magic user when his cigarette lit out of
Thank
nowhere.
you! God
Yeah.
damn it! Thank you!
He was trying
I
to. He was
picked
trying to
up on it.
hint.
Look,
I
mages
got it,
recognize.
don't worry.
Look, mages recognize other mages. Yo.
Look, if I'm
Sticks is
building,
too busy recognizing that you're all human. Tyson.
if I'm gonna build Casey Jones, it's gonna be a goddamn adept. That's all I'm saying right now. That's how you do.
Should I say Baka?
Huh?
Should I say
mean,
Baka? Or do you want?
I have a certain quality that might just blow this out of the water.
Yes. If anybody were to sense around him, his aura shines bright like
you,
a diamond.
You took astral beacon. You son of a bitch.
Same! Fucking same! Yes!
We're in trouble, guys.
And I'm an actual mage!
Yeah, he's actually a mystic adept, so he's got the worst of both worlds.
And if they're sensing John, do they see it?
Yes, they most
Oh, yeah,
certainly do.
Do you
Yeah,
wanna
folks,
tell them what they see?
I'll let you describe that.
Okay. So if you are brave enough to astral sense around
Sure.
Casey,
Yeah.
you see probably this large fire elemental that just burns where his spirit should be.
What?
Except-
What?
Wait, I'm not
What?
done. Except
What?
he has on his back withered bat wings made of fire, and
What?
he has a physical skull with giant jet black horns sticking straight up.
Yeah.
What? What?
For
What?
less
And
flavor
it's-
and more explanation, you're aware that he is currently possessed.
All right.
Because that thing is where Casey's spirit should be in the astral realm. And that's why he glows like a torch. Because there's a
Aha.
big fucking spirit there.
All right.
His spirit is currently inhabiting him. Well, not his spirit, the spirit that he summoned.
Oh, oh no. No, 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 no. You know that video of that cat that's like, oh, no, 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 no. That's practically Styx if she ever actually looks. It's like, oh no. Like big, bold, sarcastic exterior. All of a sudden, like sad, scared kitten. Like, oh, no, we don't fuck with that man.
That's the hoodoo.
That's the hoodoo.
It's actually not so much that he's possessed. It's more that it's like fire. Why?
Oh,
No.
you're not a fan of fire, and then which makes sense considering your living in the swamp.
Actually, I fire elementals don't like me.
All right.
Oh shit!
So you're a dwarf that fire elementals don't like. Okay, noted. Remembering.
Does she have spirit bane?
Yes.
Ah!
Oh, it's gonna be good.
So well with this group right now.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right.
And John, is
Yes.
there something else you want to add if someone's peeking at my spirit?
Unless you're specifying domain, I'm not sure.
Because you were gonna play him, right?
Oh no, he's your spirit is not going to acknowledge he's being stared at.
Fair enough. All right then. Now, do I know that people are looking at me?
You're at least familiar with what a sensing looks like. It's not hard to spot. It's pretty much plain in their face.
So, I'm assuming the first one to look long and hard is going to be Crash.
Well, I mean, I don't look long and hard. I mean, it's not like that.
Well,
don't get me wrong, bro.
Pinky. You're a nice guy, but I don't wanna give you the wrong impression.
Bro, sticks full on stairs.
So,
Do you immediately flare up and go, oh no.
no, he just kind of stares at you like.
No, she doesn't possibly out loud say it, but if you're familiar with Styx's like naturally deadpan sarcastic face and you look over at it, all of a sudden you see something that's like completely different. Like this horrified like what?
So
why?
Yeah. So Casey starts smoking another cigarette, looks at you. Like what you see?
No.
Well, I mean, that's definitely interesting, bro, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get into the park like with you looking like that.
So that was my first concern, because, yeah, don't think they like demons at that park, do they?
Oh, is it a demon or a fire elemental?
Yes.
You know, call it a demon, fire elemental, Ifrit. I don't give a frag about whatever tradition you name it. It's still gonna cause some dreck later.
No, but here's the question: in character, if I sense, can I tell if it's a demon or a fire elemental?
If you sense, it would be considered a fire elemental for your purposes of sensing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like.
Listen, a rose by any other name will still prick your goddamn finger.
Smells like shit.
So you can call it what you want, but it's bad news, no matter what labels you put on him. Oh,
Do you have a name for it? Does he
do
have a name?
not. No. Crash, listen to me. What I'm going to say is very important. Do not ever speak his name. Period.
So I dare not speak it.
Yes.
He who
Not-
must not be named.
Even if he talks to you, do not say his name. That gives him power in the material realm, and you don't want that.
Why would you tell me that? Literally, why would you tell me that? I just told you what my spirit does.
Out of game you did, yes.
Yeah, I know.
As
That's
part
true.
of the
Game-
fun.
because he's already gotten out once, and I had to kind of restart my life after that. So don't let it happen again. Takes another cigarette.
So
how are we gonna do
guarantee nothing.
The air hangs thick with confessions and with the job at hand. You know you have 9 days, and not entirely simple task of making yourselves readily available to enter the park.
I mean, I will buy tickets for everybody with my lifestyle, as much as it'll afford me, to go and like spend the day in the park and just kind of wander around and learn the ins and outs as best we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can also find out if there's a way to get me in. Because
Well,
I am
great.
an.
Go ahead.
I am also an astral beacon, but unlike you, which it probably gleams fire, there's literally out of me just spikes, just
Nice.
going everywhere.
So let me get this straight. We got 2 mages with
Astral
Astral
Beacon.
Beacon trying to sneak into a theme park where magic's allowed. Great. Any ideas?
I mean,
I got
So
nothing.
you
but
want
I
to
came,
buy-
I came prepared.
look, hang on. Nobody is trying to sneak into this theme park. We're going in to like paid for, and then
You-
like I'm paying to go in, and then we're gonna go in when we've been paid to go and escort these kids around. There's no hiding. We don't have to do any of that.
No, but you realize the licensa says we're going in. Like,
That's fine.
I would.
Yes.
That's fine. Well, you want to smuggle some drugs in there while we're at it? How about some
Look.
beetles?
Look, the whole point is
Woo! Big
when
fan of ant spirits, y'all. How about we bring those too?
that's the
For good
wrong
measure,
kind of,
I could summon
that's the
one
wrong
of this
kind
guy's
of
friends.
beetles.
I could summon some of this guy's friends. That should even out the party.
Oh, mercy. So, we want to use those tickets and go and try to go into the park before your job.
That's what I
Yeah,
intend to do.
explore. May as well. Ooh, I
Uh,
want to get some ears.
John, I'll make sure to wear a different color clothing and whatnot. Wear my hair differently, like i.e., I'll wear a wig.
You're going
Be
to
a
disguise
color.
yourself so you don't look like who you're going to look like when you do the job.
Yep. And I'll make sure that the ceramic plates that are make up my musculature of my face shift to make myself look different, as well as have a different voice for the entirety of the time of it.
Okay.
Sticks looks like Sticks. Possibly a different color plaid shirt. Who knows?
All right. Well, then you.
Sai will look like Sai.
Okay. Anybody else? Are you all just kind of disguising yourself except for Sai, or
I
I'm not
guess I
gonna
can wear
disguise
my
myself.
fancy suit.
that's completely
I-
unlike what you
I-
normally look like?
Yeah, it's either that or armored jacket with a muscle shirt and jeans,
Mhm.
and a shotgun
You should-
and a baseball
you should
bat
wear the
and a golf
suit.
bag.
You should wear the suit and
One
like some dark
Not-
glasses, and then get like one of those earpieces, and then you can look like a bodyguard.
You know, the funny thing is, you if you show up in your suit, I actually show up in my armor jacket and a t-shirt and some jeans. I'm like, why are you wearing your suit? The theme
I don't
park,
know.
man.
I don't know. I'll just wear my armor. Whatever. I'll wear a baseball cap. That's my disguise.
Perfect.
What's the penalty? What's the penalty, John, on a disguise check if I only wear a baseball cap?
I'm not even gonna make rolls for this particular. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
You joke.
Yeah.
But I think bridges will be burned today.
Yeah. So you all pull in. I'm going to assume you make driving arrangements. The meet space signs direct you to the parking lot. It's 20 Nuyen, but your lifestyle, Dovin, covers parking fees as well. The
I say I like unless everybody else wants to like jump in the van. Are we getting the van, guys?
In
Truck.
the truck? I
Truck.
have a van.
Yeah, I mean either one.
Do you want me to bring?
Someone said no truck.
Yeah, I can bring my van.
All right.
I heard you, but I think I said something in precedence that was no truck.
Okay. So, are we taking my van?
I just want to take the truck, man.
No, comma, truck. Period.
So, sounds like I'm bringing my van.
Sounds good. You do you, man.
All right.
Sai looks over at Casey and goes, "Indeed."
Again, no.
All
You're
right,
not riding
so,
with him. Gotcha.
So the truck that Casey rolls up in is a GMC Bulldog step van.
Oh,
Ooh,
mercy.
yeah.
The employees seeing you pull up are like guiding you with light sticks, like this way, trying
I
to
do
get
still
you to park.
totally show up in my truck, by the way.
Lol. Whatever.
They
John, stop. What is the local Orlando sports team colors?
yellow and black, the same colors as Knight Errant.
I'll be in the truck, but I'll be wearing the local colors for the sports team on my coat because I could do that. I have
Black and
change
yellow,
colors.
black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yep.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
That's all I got.
All right, I'm gonna drink this.
Okay, that's a good idea. It is time.
for some alcohol.
This is going to be the last of the night. I think we're going to be finishing this
I'm
up
running out of
shortly after we get into the park.
Hey.
So, do I see any signs, John, about weapons being strictly prohibited here?
They mention... You actually see signs that are clearly directed towards tourists. Magic is severely prohibited. Weapons policy can be found on our website, as well as signs that say no large arms.
Okay, so I put the shotgun back in the van. I don't know if baseball bat. I'll look at the website to see if they classify baseball bats as a long arm.
Give me a computer search.
Well, balls. How am I at them computer sciences? Not too
Computer
good.
plus intuition or intuition -1 if you don't have computers.
I have computers.
Cheers.
I have one
Cheers.
rank in computers.
Mhm.
I have
One success.
One success. To
You
read a
see-
goddamn document.
You see a exemption for sports paraphernalia that
Oh, hey!
allows for
And a
your
baseball
baseball
cap.
bat.
Sweet. I might be casting a spell. No. Bad idea. No, not casting a spell.
You also
Definitely
see,
cast
you do
a
notice
spell.
a sign that says no costumes when you're driving in.
All right. Well, I'm assuming that an armored jacket and a baseball cap doesn't count as a costume, but we'll see when they flag me down. Sir, you do realize you have a fucking demon in your soul.
I mean,
Get back in the line.
I mean, to be fair, you kind of are Casey up at bat. That's technically a costume.
Do you say that in character?
Sure, why not?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
This is some
sorry. It was a
old-
thing. It was a thing from like last millennia.
Million
It's
years
really
ago.
interesting. It was a little short cartoon animated thing. It was great. Like you had to see it. You had to be there.
You park. The people directing you direct you down a very well lit path. There is a obviously damaged route you pass by as you are traveling down the parking route that they go out of their way to make sure you don't go down. and you park in Earl the Elephant, row 43.
Hold on.
Someone take
Early-
a picture of it.
Yeah, just let me take it on my burner phone as it makes fax noises.
No one has cyber eyeballs. Take a picture of where we parked. Jesus. Like, y'all never been to fucking whatever version of this is.
Horizon World.
Horizon World. It's
Oh,
actually.
Horizon, sorry.
I'm sorry. It's actually Horizon World.
What kingdom did we go to?
Horizon World of Enchantment.
Early.
Oh.
Because there's Horizon World Parazoo, Horizon World, Horizon Tridia World, and Horizon Enovia.
Okay, so it's
Oh yeah,
Early
for
Elephant,
sure.
row 45 before we leave, right?
43.
43. Shit. Well, I have 6 dice in
We
memory,
are-
I'm sure.
We're gonna lose
We
our
are-
vehicles.
We are.
We lost our vehicles.
We're
we
gonna
are
be
doing well.
Alright,
we're
alright,
gonna
do
be
we have a
we're
rigger?
gonna be chased out of here, and we're gonna get caught because we can't find our vehicles.
It's okay. Do we have a rigger? We can just have them just jump into the car and
Did.
just drive to us.
No,
Some
we used to,
did.
but like,
No.
I don't know. He narco jetted some dude, man. Like, it was some weird shit.
And then now we have 3 fucking mages that can't get into our damn car.
Oh.
Took Astral Beacon.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time, guys.
Listen,
It's
like,
gonna be a good time. All right.
I knew John's campaign model, and I was like, yeah, for sure, Astral Beacon, yeah. Definitely taking that.
See,
I
I went
totally-
the opposite way, where I was just like, I'm gonna be subtle until absolutely necessary that I make a splash.
So I might need some new karma real quick to learn a new spell. No reason. I'm gonna roleplay. There's a reason why I don't have that spell.
Styx is gonna roleplay that as she sticks and doesn't care.
That's fine.
It's
Styx is like, nah.
Okay, so
Nah,
we
bro.
approach the gate.
Yeah, you actually have to take the tram first, and the entire way, you do have to suffer through bad puns. Why can't you run through a campground? You can only ran because it's past tense. What sound does a sleeping T-Rex make? What sound does a sleeping T-Rex make? A dinosaur. And you end up, by the end of the ride, a little bit worse for wear. You get into...
No, not at all. I'm totally invigorated. I love puns.
Casey seems unaffected by the punishment.
Styx seems like she's a if she would flood this whole park if she thought it was if she thought she could get away with it just the
Does
way
she have-
water.
Does she have an allergy to puns?
No, she has an allergy to bullshit.
That is a brilliant. That is a brilliant negative quality. I'm gonna have to take that in a different
It's like-
campaign.
Oh no, dude! I would have you dead in 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, "Arrgh!"
The tram pulls up, and you are greeted by a sizable crowd, waiting to get through the security checkpoint. There are metal detectors and something that a
What
few of you
bad-
recognize, having been here in Orlando for a while. A
Ooh,
crew
boy.
of folks wearing the same collars that you had seen when they tried to walk into the Wayback Machine. These are the mage detectors of Horizon.
Uh-oh.
Eric, you're muted.
And also no longer in Roll20.
God damn.
Everything's fucked up!
I'm glad it's not just me here.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Now I keep on like hitting the wrong button to change pages to look at stuff, and I forget it's a fucking guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
cheating. I have
yeah.
my desktop with all my literature, and this is running on my laptop right now.
There we go. Put it over here. Fuck it. There it is. Gone. Whatever.
I see there's a lot of people that hate the puns.
Correct.
They're terrible. Ah, I get it. Ah,
Uh,
oh, worth it. Oh,
yeah. So,
I want that at my tombstone, by the way. Worth
you
it.
spot. Okay, so looking on this, you immediately spot the point in which you're expected to walk through, get your bags checked, and then not everyone is being sent into the metal detectors. There are a few metal detectors actually, and you see a number of families being escorted through without even having to go through them. Handful of them are being asked to go through the metal detector, and there is a slightly larger metal detector for those of the bigger meta-type persuasion.
Of course.
I may not be big enough to go through that one, but I'm kind of like I gotta get my shoulders through. With my
Honestly,
bulky armor.
looking at Casey, they might push him through to that one.
Fair enough.
Is there a way to, like, I don't know, if you don't have masking, like, try and hide your magic?
Not take astral beacon.
Yeah, that would have been the one from the start.
Well, unfortunate, so Styx just barrels forward.
Oh dear lord.
Oh,
She's gonna
where'd you
dig
get a
the entire
barrel?
party.
So,
I just look back at all y'all like, just don't follow.
She's just gonna try to run through the security.
you have your ticket. What's your sin?
My sin?
No, she's bashing
Styx
forward.
is-
Styx, what is your sin?
It's therein lies the problem. It's
You don't-
my own sin.
It
Wah,
is a actual legitimate sin.
You're a
Really?
sinner? Son of a bitch.
Really? Okay.
You
That's-
crazy motherfucker.
A fact.
Which, by the way, I've meant to tell you this for a while. John actually doesn't read Styx. That's
What
just the name she will tell everyone till she dies.
does it read?
Oh, you
May I
bitch.
ask?
Brittany Lillian Smith.
Brittany.
Oh,
You
stop,
are basic
Okay.
as fuck.
stop, Jamie.
Yeah.
You are not actually a sinner. You don't have that quality.
Oh,
Oh, did you switch it out?
No, she's never had that. It's on the book.
I never bought another sin though.
That's
Then you're
fine, but you're not.
sinless.
But you're not a sinner. You're still sinless.
You're sinless.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
You have one sin. It's a low lifestyle sin.
Okay.
Okay. Just making sure that everyone was clear on that before.
Okay, I was about to be real confused because I actually was thinking that it was the case.
Yeah, because sinless is a drawback because that means there's like records people can follow to figure out who you are and put your ass in jail.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Not the jail.
But if you're sinless, that
Unfortunately,
means...
though, now y'all all know her actual name, though.
What? No, I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention
was-
to whatever
was-
Brittany was having to say. But
Fight me, bitch.
your sins rating. What is your sins rating?
I don't know that I actually wrote that. Is the odd thing. Like, I have my negative qualities and my character.
Did you buy a fake sin card by any chance?
That's the whole
Well-
thing. Is...
Nope.
Oh, so you don't even have... Oh, so she's a sinless trying to get in, barrel through.
If that's the case, then you would have known that when you were making the purchase for the ticket, because you have to associate it with the sin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I have new yen. I will spend money on a fake sin, real fast.
They're pretty expensive. Though,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Per rating, it's
I-
2,500.
I have money.
Up to a rating of 6. What were you
Yeah.
working for?
I think the availability is pretty stupid though. It's like
D-
4 per.
is
It's
it
4 per rating, I think.
3.
3 per
It's
rating.
3, sorry.
So without having to roll, you can get a rating 3. 3, no, 6. To start, no. 4 times. Yeah. Okay. 4.
I will get a rating 4.
Okay, so you don't have to roll, but it does take you about a week. You wouldn't have
Okay.
it immediately.
And 10k Nguyen.
And 10k Nguyen.
That's fine. I have the 10k.
Okay.
Okay.
But you wouldn't
I
have
guess
it
it-
for today.
Um,
It should be a +1.
you know what? I'm gonna say just because we had a month downtime beforehand, you could have done that beforehand, just to expedite.
Yeah. Its name is, by the way, the name on the fake
Brittany.
sin is Twigs. Though.
Oh no.
Twigs.
Twigza.
Twigs, damn these millennial babies.
Okay.
Twigs.
So you
burning.
Bing. Oh mercy. You
Dear Lord.
bum rush the bag check area. Do you have any bags you want to slap on the table for the
Nah.
officer to check? You don't have anything on you?
No.
Okay. The officer looks at you as you pass through. Kind of quizzically, it says, metal detector 1, please.
Okay. I go through a metal detector.
Yeah. Do you have anything metal on you?
No.
Yep.
I probably didn't even bring a comm link.
Okay. All right. No weaponry whatsoever.
None.
Okay. You begin to move on to the ticket purchasing area when you suddenly
but then
feel
I'm
a
gonna get a
hand
sense.
on your shoulder.
boy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I turn around.
It is a
Excuse me?
very big hand.
Oh, that's... And I'm not a very big human thing,
Correct.
dwarf lady.
So, is it a Trog?
It is super trolly.
Oh, Lord.
A troll with a collar around his neck. Hey. You're pinging.
What's up?
Pinging.
Ping
Just,
and what?
You got to take the pills before you go in.
You got some red on you.
Got some red on you.
What?
What are... what pills?
You got to take the pills before you go in. He doesn't sound like he's particularly
Right?
that, yeah.
John.
So, hold on. Can I attempt to fake take the pills?
Lol.
Sure, go ahead. Give me
John,
a con.
I'm witnessing
Yeah.
this, right?
Yes, you are.
Can I make some sort of check about what the hell he's talking about? Some kind of pills for mage haters to feed mages?
You can go right ahead. What knowledges do you have that might be related to narcotics medicines?
Probably nothing, which is kind of sad for someone who's a pharmacy technician IRL. I guess I can ask my friend.
I've got
Knows anything.
I've got magical security, magical theory, codes magical, maybe magical security corporate.
Go for magical security.
Oh, how about area knowledge?
Magical theory.
Orlando?
Magical theory would actually be better. Area knowledge
Orlando
might
since-
also matter as well. Go ahead and give me that, but -2.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, is it directly related to sorcery with the magical theory?
Negative.
Okay, so all right, so I'm just rolling 2 less dice. I just wanted to make sure because I took a
glitch.
Oh.
specialization. All right, theory. I'm rolling 8 dice. Okay,
Unless you allow this to be the swamp area, then I
Woo!
get
2
dice
successes.
and still probably glitch.
It's definitely not the swamp area. 2 successes. So Horizon recently recently, because of the situation with the Everglades attacking, enforced this law that all magic is banished from this area. We can't have any. I'll get to your glitch in a second, Casey.
Thank you. I knew this day would come.
So Crash,
Okay.
you're familiar
Oh.
at least with the fact that Horizon has been looking into ways to subdue temporarily the magical inclinations of tourists, so they can still take their Nuyen, but don't let them break the law while they're here. So perhaps that's what he's talking about when he says "da pills." Casey, you're
Yes.
absolutely certain he's going to poison Styx. Styx has been caught, and Styx is going to have to take the cyanide pills.
Now I'm wondering if Casey cares enough about Styx to intervene.
That's
All right,
true.
I guess he's gonna be like, I think you're gonna kill her.
Styx, what is your response to this whole situation?
So I just am trying to bluff taking these motherfucking pills here.
Okay, so you're con, you said.
Yeah, and I rolled that, and I pre-edged, and I got 8 successes.
Wow.
Wow.
Fight
Damn.
me.
Nice.
All right, lift your tongue. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, that's the pills. You took the pills. Okay.
I actually, if I can I pocket the peels?
You sure can, buddy.
There
You
we
sure
go.
can.
Ooh,
Okay.
good idea, actually.
It's a very
Yeah.
good idea.
Pocket the peels.
The
Be like,
peels.
I.
Pocket pills.
So put on the character sheet the pills.
The pills.
Uh,
With a
generic-
Z, I assume.
Generic is probably Mage Begone.
One second, guys. You guys can continue. Hold on.
Do you know where the pills are?
Casterol.
Do you know the pills?
I do know
Do you know the pills?
I know the pills.
You know the
Do you
pills.
know the pharmacist?
No, but I know the way.
Can you show me the pills?
I can show you the pills. Here are the pills.
The pills are actually. You guys don't know them, but you are sure that they have been given some pharmaceutical name. You know what? How many hits did you get for your magic theory, Crash?
2.
2.
We
Nah.
don't have any doctors, do we?
I have a talismonger. That's the closest I have that I could call.
You know what? I'm gonna say you get the brand name Thaumagon.
Thaumagon. Nice.
Thaumagon.
Thaumagon. Nice. Oh, nice how she did there.
So
Thaumagon.
that you at least know that she's not taking just random street drugs and
Well, she could.
true, but for her con ability right there, most of you are uncertain if she took them or not either. You probably believe it as well.
She's going to die if we don't help her. I guess I
And
could
I've
make
got-
a perception test. Hold on, John.
Go for it.
Let me make a perception check.
If you'd
check.
like. She's gone, right? She's gone forever.
Yeah.
Sure.
If she took cyanide, she's gonna die. Should we help her?
I am
Yeah.
back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back. Okay, so
Eric, by the way, is gone.
sleep times. Gotcha. We're actually probably gonna call it soon. You
I
managed.
got 4 successes on trying to see, but since her con was so high, I don't think I saw her not palm the pills.
Yeah, it's very, very much obvious that or very much the opposite of obvious that she is faking it. For all of you, really. She has gone on to pass through the ticketing zone, The rest of you are behind.
I wait by the coffee section.
Actually, oh no, I don't want to do that. Fuck, I don't want to cast spells in front of these guys.
Yeah, that'd be
Use
bad.
guys.
These guys.
The rest of you, any plans for walking through?
I was just gonna walk straight through. I'm fine. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I'm
Uh,
gonna try anyway.
what exactly
find
are
out.
you planning on doing to prevent your...
Listen, I have masking.
Okay.
Masking, and
You-
I also have a masking focus.
You cast
But
that
I-
beforehand, right?
We'll assume.
Like, here, I'm just gonna cast this spell that masks my aura. Whoop, 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 whoop.
No, I assume that's the process, the thought process. You walk in, and what is your
I'll tell you the post test in just a second. I just gotta
Post-test,
find it
yeah.
again. Where was that? Oop, went too far.
John, do
Yep.
I know whether or not my armored jacket has metal in it? It probably does.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Alright,
then.
so-
Oh yeah.
Okay, I want to declare I'm wearing a nice long sleeved like leather jacket instead that doesn't have any zippers.
Okay. Okay.
When someone tries to read your masked aura, the sensing test becomes opposed by my magic plus initiate grade.
Sure.
If they get any net hits, they see both my mask and my real aura. And my
Versus
masking
their
focus-
perception.
And my masking focus adds shit. Now I gotta go back to that page, which I think was 319. Yes. Masking focus. When resisting someone else's sensing test, add the force of this focus to your dice pool.
Okay, and you're not specifically exceptionally blinky aura, so you actually go in there without any real issue.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gentleman who greets you. Do you have a bag to check?
No, I don't have any bags. I'm just wearing my regular, just Hawaiian looking fucking print shirt, cargo shorts, flip flops.
Hmm.
We're not trying to run right now.
You are welcomed in with open arms. They don't even actually ask you to go through one of the metal detectors. Sai, are you going to go through as well?
Indeed, I shall.
Okay.
That's profiling. Profiling.
Do you have a bag to check?
Nope. All I got is whatever I have my Ares 5 in my cyber arm, and then I have my monofilament whip and my shuriken. That's
Okay. You are asked with the most straightest face he can manage to go through the metal detector.
Oh no.
Oh boy, yes.
You hear that?
Yes.
No problem.
I need you to go through the
Yeah.
Sorry. That a way.
Sir,
Do you know the way?
the way is through that metal detector.
I know this is gonna be possibly the biggest beep we hear all day, but
Just explodes.
could you go through the metal detector on number 1, please?
I just bows and goes through it.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. What he looks at your arm. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to deactivate your cyber arm's functionality. Sorry, sir, your cyber not your cyber arm. Your cyber is a cyber arm?
Yeah,
Yeah,
both the arms are cyber.
Your cyber arm's functionality in terms of anything other than lifting and pushing.
Just don't deactivate his heart. What?
It's
And
a
I look over at Casey and I'm just like, yes, that would be unpreferable.
I mean, I didn't say it in character, but
Oh, okay, my bad.
no, don't worry. We want you to have a good time here on the most popular place on Earth. So we're just gonna get you into a compliant state before you walk right in, okay?
Cyber
And-
Monday deals.
Yeah.
but dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's
You get a request
Thursday!
for access as your cyber limbs functionality is being hampered.
So
You know what's
what,
really funny is that a technomancer would have been really useful on this.
yeah,
You know?
I'm like,
what
man, it
about
would
that?
be awful if we had a technomancer here. I guess I'll be all right if he wants to switch.
might have to make some calls to a friend of
John.
mine. John, I might have
Totally
to
could
call.
have reactivated his shit, but no.
Jonica, I might have to make a call to a friend.
Oh boy.
You can do
After
that. What
this.
is your plans for getting through the checkpoint, if you would like to get through the checkpoint at all, Casey?
I guess I'll. Well, first I'm counting the seconds when Twigs of Burnin falls over dead from overdosing on cyanides.
By the way, at some point I do walk back towards the security, and I wave at y'all. And if I can, I wink, like really obviously.
Do you have like a cappuccino and you're just like sipping it? Like,
Oh
what
yeah.
what are you doing?
Oh no, it's an espresso, sir. Espresso.
Oh god, that would
Okay.
okay. So John, can I get an alternate theory? Since I've seen her take 2 giant pills of cyanide, she's not fallen over dead. She must be immune to cyanide.
Okay. I'm gonna let you make another roll in terms of local.
And I'm just like sipping this espresso, like
Yeah, that.
waving at y'all.
Still with the -2.
I'm gonna give you without the -2 this time.
All right.
One success.
One success.
She's not dead yet.
So maybe it's not cyanide. Maybe it's some other.
I also have no
If-
headset
if
on,
the-
so I can't tell y'all jack diddly or squat.
Your theories are either she has ingested something that is much slower in terms of killing her, which seems a little bit odd, or maybe there's something else going on and you're not so concerned with the death.
Okay, so she did wink. So obviously she's saying something. So, what? Is there something else I can roll to see if I can figure out what she did there? Because I also have.
So I put my hand in my pocket and just scratch my nose or scratch my mouth.
You know, I have palming, so I could do some liagemin if I'm picking up what she's throwing down.
I'm gonna let you make that call yourself if you'd like to try it.
Fair enough. What, a logic test?
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Logic would be good.
How about judge intentions with her poking her nose and
Scratching my mouth and
scratch your
holding and having my hand in my
Sure.
pocket.
Give me a judge
Yeah.
intentions roll then.
so 1 extra dice.
Yeah, that'll help.
It's might.
I mean,
Probably won't.
he's fucked. Guys, he's fucked.
Fucked. 1 success.
One
again.
success. You're
We have days before the event, Edge.
You're. That's your call, Baka, if you'd like.
Okay, how does post edge work?
Post edge means
So
you roll,
you
but you don't
reroll
get
your
the
misses.
exploding sixes. You roll
reroll
misses.
Your misses, keeping track of your ones.
Okay.
So if you rolled a shit ton of ones, do not advise.
I didn't. So
Dang.
that's 3 successes.
3 successes is not bad, actually. All in all, you look at her. First thoughts occur. You're like, did she just like really like the taste of the pill? Maybe she's just really enjoying the cyanide. No, she didn't take the pill at all. She's being cheeky.
She is being cheeky. I love this one. I'm sad that our mentor spirits don't mesh. Otherwise, there might be some other Christmas checks coming her way.
and we're in trouble.
Yeah, I guess I'll just wander on up like I own the place. And
You got a bag to check.
I point, by the way, like after I see your kind of eyes gleam, I point at my pocket and I point at my mouth and I nod.
I'm assuming that's clear enough.
She's definitely coming on to you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh baby. That's
No,
lady.
John, I will murder you from 400 miles.
John.
I think it's like 326 officially.
So, John, that
Yep.
was 3 successes on judge intention.
Yeah, no, you're fully aware that she is trying to. She's not making it subtle. She is definitely wants you. No.
So I'm gonna go up.
Uh-huh.
Like, nothing's fucking wrong. I do get bonuses to composure if I need it, and yeah, I'm just gonna stroll up there and I'm gonna be like, got my cell phone. Give him my burner phone.
Oh yeah, you don't want to put that through the metal detector. You know what? You're good. You don't have to go through the metal detector. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, bunch. And I'll try to stroll through, but I'm getting a hand on my shoulder.
Yeah, you actually don't get a hand on your shoulder. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, your aura, it's super bright. And I'm sure you saw the signs coming in. We got rules, unfortunately, in the area specifically. You can't be taking any kind of magical anything in here, but we do have, since you're paying good Nuyen to spend some time here, a ingestible option for you.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time. Give me the pill.
He's actually super pleased that you're this compliant. You get the impression that he gets a lot of guff for.
I mean, I could use intimidate on him, but I'm kind of trying to set him off guard so I can.
Like, by the way, like while you're taking it, I just kind of nod.
Yeah.
In a distance, like, I got lucky. Don't everyone try to get lucky?
Yeah. Okay, so give me your palming.
I have to stay up all night to get. Oh, so this isn't the troll, is it?
No, this is definitely not the troll.
So it's the freaky little kid, freaked out little kid. All right, so
no,
what
this is definitely a human.
Are you gonna try and take the pills, or are you not gonna take the pills?
I'll try a palm for pre-edge. Is it just 5 more dice?
Pre-edge, you add 5 dice, and it's exploding 6s.
Exploding 6s.
Yup.
Okay. I'll pre-edge.
If you on your roll, if you click separate, it'll explode the 6s for you.
Kicks separate.
Yeah, if you do separate, it'll explode it.
Yeah, in the dice roller, you go exploding. Instead of says none, you click separate.
Oh, what about just if I'm typing it in like a scrub?
Oh, I'm not sure what typing it in would require. Just do the dice roller thing. Yeah, you do you. I believe in you.
So it's 3 successes
And 2 exploding.
2 explode. So 3 successes.
No, 2
On the
success.
palming.
3 successes. You're right. Okay, I read
Yeah.
words. 3 successes on the
ones.
palming. He actually looks you over, says, yeah. kind
Do I
of have to
oh,
put it in your mouth and swallow it. I don't want to be awkward
Listen,
here,
I'd
but
like to make it clear, Styx is not gonna get so lucky with a troll next time, because
yeah.
she's gonna get some asshole that like
No.
wants to punch her face in, and it's
yes, that. Listen, I know it's a bit. I don't want you to be upset, but like, I don't want to have to get security involved. You have to, unfortunately, in order to get into the park.
If you look my direction, I just nod.
Yeah, I already burned 2 edge on this fucking brat. He's probably some sort of like manager because I have this big ass fucking aura.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess my body is strong. So all right, I guess I'll take the bill legitimately, John. Is there a check to resist the effects?
No.
Not unfortunately. No, it counts as a suppressant drug. There is no resisting its effects. Your magic rating is temporarily set at 0.
Okay. Nice.
Your
And I assume that my PowerPoint's poof at that point.
your PowerPoints exist in that you aren't going to lose them, but you most certainly can't access any of the advantages that they grant.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming that my mentor spirit is silent.
Your mentor
Oh, yeah,
spirit is upset.
Uh-oh.
Oh, grumpy spirits.
What is this? I don't like this.
I don't think a fire spirit would sound that way.
That's what it sounds like. I'm sorry. It's just the way the world works.
Why are we doing this?
What is this about?
What is this about? God damn it.
I will burn
I hate you so
every
much.
instance of your body.
For those of you who don't know, this is actually my D20 modern character. I've been playing like when I was in high school, and John just in one session made him just a piece of shit.
I've never.
By the way, I'm not trying to be rude towards fire spirits out there. I just assume that's how you sound.
If there's any fire spirits listening,
That's racist.
Like, in my house, just please.
in my
I-
there we go. That's him.
That's what I couldn't remember what it was called, so it took me
Balrog.
about 45 minutes to remember what it was.
Yeah,
like.
that's the one I thought. The pretty hill though, and I'm like, no, that's not it. You pop a fucking Balrog. Yes, I am possessed by a Balrog.
No, you're most.
Yes, and
You're,
I imagine Balrogs don't
you're
sound
possessed
like
by Elmo
this.
on
It
fire.
sounds
That would be hilarious though if that's what it sounded like.
like the Balrog's super threatening in body,
No,
and then
it's
all of a
not
sudden it talks
okay.
to you.
It's like
I'm not okay with this.
He
Guys.
was born in the 5th world, and now that it's the 6th world, he's going through puberty, so he's got the high school. This is supposed to be a fun time. Why are we doing this? All right.
I
so
came here
now-
for a good time, and I'm feeling
So-
honestly so attacked
so-
right
so
now.
John, Now,
What's really
now-
funny is that
Okay.
that voice is kind of what my character sounds like in our Sunday campaign.
Oh god.
All right.
Rodavarius is
Okay.
not cool at
But
all.
you take
He
that
just kinda
and you
sounds like
feel
Squeaky.
a little numb, honestly.
Yeah.
Your connection to the astral is cut. You are just incomplete right now.
To be honest, in that moment, Casey seems more relieved than anything. However, Plan B, John. What?
No,
should
that's
I
a different
do?
pill.
Yeah, painfully aware, but yeah, because I sell that. What?
By the way,
Next would be-
BRB real fast, guys have to pee.
Good luck, have fun.
Okay.
So,
Shut up.
what checks should I make if I want to induce vomiting?
Induce vomiting.
Well, there you
That's
go.
ooh, good question. I'm gonna go with body versus will.
body versus will. So
Body
I roll
versus
my
will.
body.
You
my-
roll
my
your
big
body
fat-
and you roll your will.
So it would be my willpower versus my body.
Yeah, you have to force yourself to vomit, so you're fighting your own components.
Interesting. So,
Interesting.
All right. So, well,
We'll keep that in mind.
so like I go around the corner and start sticking my finger down my throat.
All right,
All
go
right,
ahead and give
I
yourself a
don't
roll.
know Yeah, I'm working on
You
it.
roll one and roll the other.
All right, so here's the body.
All right.
2 successes.
Mm.
And here's the will. Let me look at my willpower again.
You're familiar with your body because it's just such a huge number.
It's a lot of body.
Mm.
I mean, I took an attribute to get my body to 7. Or yeah. Attribute? I don't know.
How
Zeros.
did you take
Ooh.
exceptional attribute?
You-
I glitched on my willpower.
You try like sticking your finger down your mouth, and you're down your throat, and you're like, you bite down on your finger.
Ow.
Yeah.
So no.
No.
Yeah.
You have
I
one
figured that was
stun.
gonna happen. Yeah.
You take unresisted one stun from biting down on your own finger, and are not unfortunately capable of removing the pill from your body around the corner.
That was pretty dumb. I never vomited in my life, I guess, with a body of 7. Oh well. Well, guess it's nice that I got some peace and goddamn quiet for a change.
Yeah, the spirit has apparently gone dormant, from what you can tell.
Oh, okay, so I don't get his influence. Yeah, all of a sudden Casey seems to be a lot less tense.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like he might actually be smiling.
The actual once you have
That was,
since
that
you
was
already
my
have tickets.
reaction to your smile.
It's like he's actually smiling. It's like he's experiencing euphoria. Sorry, John. Fuck you and your description.
Mhm.
I deny your reality and I'm replacing my own.
It's perfectly fine. You feel
Some
well
of the best
cut off
lines
from
I've ever heard in my
the
entire life.
things.
I mean, I know Adam Savage said it, but it's still one of the best lines ever.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Indeed.
And I will plagiarize them if I need to, because I just
Your tickets associated with your sins are of no real trouble to you. You managed to get in through the ticketing since it's already purchased for you without any issue, and are greeted by the elaborate scene that is Chrome Street, the entrance to Horizon World.
Oh, John, I hate to be that guy,
Sure.
Sure.
but did they have any qualms with the fact that my baseball bat's a weapon focus and I'm wearing a necklace that's a key focus?
They would not, because once you lost connection, they deactivated. You cannot have
Oh,
active focuses
Oh, shit.
without a magic rating.
Does that mean that I have to spend karma to reactivate it?
Negative. They
Oh,
are.
thank God.
There's a difference between activated and disenchanted.
Okay, woo! I was about to get a really tight butthole there, John.
Pucker factor 9,000.
I'm sorry. Please continue with the. I'm sorry.
This area looks like early 2000s city street, like a old 2012 barber shop is just below, just to your right. A classic firehouse is immediately as you come in. It's pretty much a blast from the past of classic UCAS style uh, city street. You feel like you're on a past experience cityscape right now, and the smells are somehow transporting you. They're smells of a vague hint of popcorn and urine, and you're pretty sure that's exactly what 2012 smelled like.
Smells about right.
Yeah. It's
like I'm there.
It's
This is
pretty.
amazing.
The drugs are kicking in.
There are, because none of you are actively. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say you guys have comlinks, so you're occasionally looking in the AR. There are a variety of critters in the AR hopping around. You're pretty sure they're part of some sort of AR game that is pretty popular in the area. That you're intended to wrangle them.
Damn it. John, do I feel a compulsion to collect these critters?
I mean, you all kind of do. It's
No, do I need to make a will test? Because I might have a negative quality that pertains to this.
What's your negative quality again? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
I'll send it back to you.
What was that?
Sorry.
You're good. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I looked at your character sheet. I did. I promise. But
I
remembering words is hard.
It's in Discord.
Oh shit. Did you? Oh wait, new and reds in general. Oh.
Yes. Oh, whoops.
You sent it in general.
I did.
But yes, unfortunately, you see these huntable monsters, and you feel as though you have to catch them all.
Oh damn!
All right, so I need to make a will test.
Go right ahead.
I think, guys, I'm gone. I lost my demon, and now I'm playing Pokemon Go and Horizon Land. I have one.
Oh yeah.
Casey's gone.
Casey's gone. Casey sees all of these creatures in the AR and is immediately out. He starts grabbing his comlink and just swiping at things. He's slapping his comlink. You don't know what's going on.
My burner phone that makes fax noises every time like one of them appears. And he's having the time of his life.
You see a few kids standing on an interesting symbol on the ground in front of one of the walls, and an AR window appears in front of the shop window, showing a little movie sequence, a Tridio sequence. There's all sorts of interesting games and fun going on. It's hard to take it all in at once. But you're here, and you can see the castle in the distance. It's kind of ominous, but it's also really fun.
So what is Disney like when you're not on the pills?
What really concerns you the most is that even though you're not on the pills, you don't feel any kind of astral, like, anything. You feel like you are still connected to the astral, but almost as though the manosphere is thin here. Like, you can't quite cast so good around here.
Is it like there's a large noise rating?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
It's worse. It's
like magic is dampened.
You're casting in space.
So there's nothing to reach out to.
There's no biosphere, it feels like. Everything here is synthetic, and you aren't capable of easily, but it's still there because you can certainly reach out and grasp at it with enough effort. But it feels like it's dampened very hard.
So my character would just be like, ugh. They ruin even magic. Isn't that the fucking point?
Horizon World of Enchantment.
Ironically, there's no mana here.
So, with that, it is now quite late in the evening. I think we want to call it for today.
God
Yeah,
damn.
probably.
It's a good calling time.
Yeah. We are
So-
in the kingdom.
John, I have one question about mechanics real quick.
Sure, what's up?
When it says willpower plus logic test 4,
That
is
means
4 the target number or that need that many hits?
4 is the number of hits you need to make.
Well, fuck.
Correct.
On 6 dice.
Correct.
That was not worth 2 karma.
Oh boy, you're in trouble. Yeah, that is one of those things that will make it interesting. I promise you.
Well, yeah, my character, which I was laughing at Heartless saying that her was an edgy mage, and I'm like, oh, wait till you meet this guy, possessed by a literal fucking demon. Go into a magic
Edgy, you
park,
say?
And it's like, by the way,
Oh.
there's these monsters everywhere. It's like, I gotta catch them all.
By the way, nothing gives Styx more joy.
True.
Just like, this is the best. Like, again, picture Daria being like, this is the very reason we fucking came.
No, and
That's
the
why
best
we're
part
here.
is, since it's a fucking pink mohawk campaign, I could just be as stupid as I can with my most serious character.
Don't
ever
worry.
made.
I will
Oh, yeah.
manage to kill you either way.
I mean, you made me take
But
off
on
all
that
my
note-
armor, so yeah, I'm pretty easy to kill right now. Oh, and my magic is zilch, so all I have on me is my baseball bat and the fat on the back of my hands. Yay!
So you're
Well,
all
that's Today, maybe there's something we can come up with next time to.
After this, I'm probably gonna call one of my contacts about this after I snap out of this crap. I'm like, this is the worst day of my life.
All right, so we will come back to this next Thursday. I am fully
Yeah.
able to join you guys again next Thursday. I've got the dates set in my calendar.
Ow.
We will see you guys next stream. Tell your friends.
Good night, everybody.
Good